about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, this Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboys, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. They don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this off before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
Happy playoff Saturday to everybody but the motherfucking Cowboys, man. It's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And I got my brother in here today, LandLord from Alabama. If you don't want to get slapped or drunk, disgusted, you need something stronger, the trap is right around the corner, man. What's happening, man? What's Gucci with you?
What's happening? Hey, man. We amongst family, right?
Yes, we're amongst
so
family.
We can keep this on the low, right?
I mean, this, me, you, and about 31 other people in here right now. So, 36, actually. So, it'll be in between, like, 40 people right now, if you go ahead and say it. Now, what he had to tell us was probably so diabolical that his phone service cut off on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he had to tell us was so diabolical, his service plan wouldn't let that nigga speak.
They took me out.
They took you out. Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
All right. I'm ashamed to say this, but the Cowboys playing in the playoffs is so unfamiliar that I didn't really even recognize NFL came on today.
Hell yeah. And matter of fact, we're going to get right into this shit.
The playoffs is that damn far from us.
Listen, hit that like, hit that share, hit that cash app, hit that super chat, slap the fuck out of Shotty and Jerry Jones, tell them fix this shit. And let's start with a hard one then, man. You know, I'm not even finna play with y'all. Like, look at all these teams in the postseason. There's 14 teams. Almost half of the NFL goes to the playoffs every year. Your team did not do that this year. There's a lot of reasons why. But at the end of the day, you did not get the you know, the what's the word I'm looking for?
The results.
Not even results. You didn't get the honor of going because you ain't deserved that shit. You know, you get everything that you work for in life. You get everything that you strive for in life, and you put in the effort. Your effort was not good enough to make it to the postseason. So my question to start today, man, what the fuck could the Dallas Cowboys possibly do to make the playoffs next year? That's for you. That's for the chat. Like we need answers to this shit. How do we make the playoffs next year, man? That's how I'm starting the show. That's how I'm starting the show. I'm putting you on the spot, landlord. Matter of fact, what would have to happen? Yeah, what would have to happen? You know, over the course of this offseason, you know, for you to feel like the Dallas Cowboys will make the playoffs in 2026.
Well, first of all, we need to figure out a way to put together a respectable defense. So, you know, of course, we know what we need. We need better secondary play. We need better pass rushers. And we need a better scheme, better defense coordinator. It's a lot of working pieces that need to be right. Like, we need a lot of things to go right, believe it or not. And because it's not no guarantee that a first-year DC going to assemble a good defense and they operate at the level they need to operate at to be successful. So, I mean, that's the best case scenario. We get a dope DC in here. He build a good defense and they play good in year one. That's the best case scenario. We got to hit on the draft picks that we make. We got to make some dope trades. And all of this stuff is centered around the defense. So, yeah, to answer your question, we might need a little luck if we want to be successful next year. Now, it might not take as much luck as it sounds because we really just need an average defense to get to the playoffs, not to win it all. Just to get to the playoffs, if we can put together an average defense, I think we're a playoff team. So we got to go from historically bad to okay.
How tall of an order is that? Because like how many? All right, so let's just streamline this question. Defensively, with what you currently have, you know, with the pieces you currently have and the pieces that you currently trust, like how many pieces away defensively are the Dallas Cowboys
from being average?
From being average, yeah, just from being an average defense. Like how many more
average,
pieces?
I think. See, it's really cheating because our offense so good, it's not gonna take as much. So we can be like, if average is 5, we can be like 4.8, and we still good because our offense so great. So I'll say a dope pass rusher and a premier corner. I think that'll make you an average defense.
All right, so another pass rusher and a good corner, basically.
It gotta be a dope pass rusher. It gotta be somebody that can win 1-on-1 quickly.
Hey, George Pickens just made himself some money, by the way. I don't mean to segue, but George Pickens is officially a second-team All-Pro wide receiver.
Yeah.
Just came out.
Who made number one?
Jackson Smith and Jigba and
he went crazy.
And Puka Nakua.
Okay, yeah, they went crazy.
Oh, and Jamar Chase.
So
those three.
He was behind Jackson Smith.
Yeah, those were the three wide receivers that made first team. It was Puka Nakua, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Jamar Chase. They were the 3 wide receivers that they chose for first team All-Pro. The 3 wide receivers they chose for second team All-Pro were George Pickens, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Chris Olave from the Saints.
Damn, Chris did that with no quarterback.
I keep telling you that Tyler Shook don't give a fuck about how we feel. That nigga been hooping these past couple weeks.
listen to what you said, and then
Tyler
put some logic on it.
Tyler Shuck don't give a fuck. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, you just said these past couple weeks. That's the important part of that statement.
Yeah, he wasn't the starter at the beginning of the year. So I get what you're saying. Like you're saying, like they had some booty most of the time he was over there.
Yeah, he did that without excellent quarterback play. We know Puka had excellent quarterback play. Even Jackson Smith had pretty damn good quarterback play this year.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold been great.
Yeah, he's better than the other niggas because Sam Darnold was in MVP talks at the beginning of the year. His play fell off a little bit, but he still was a better than average quarterback. Didn't he make a Pro Bowl?
I'm pretty sure he did the season they had him.
Yeah, so kudos. I agree with you though in your assessment of what the Dallas Cowboys need, because like you were saying, the Dallas Cowboys were a great offense. Like they had some flaws, like they, needed to improve in red zone. They need to improve how aggressive they are on fourth down. They need to, stop turning the fucking ball over. I'm really just talking to you, Dalton. I almost said Dalton Show, Jake Ferguson. We
do a lot of self-inflicted shit too. Yeah, go ahead. Because that, from my recognition, from my understanding, a lot of people blame that on coaching in the past. But I don't know. Maybe I guess it's just the players now. Who knows?
Hey, it should be coaching. If that's the standard, if we say that turnovers are caused by the coach, then we're gonna be on the coach. I will say that every single head coach has had turnover problems in Dallas. So maybe it's trickle down effect. No,
you mean penalties or you talking about turnovers?
Oh, I probably just meant penalties because I don't know if they've had those turnovers.
Yeah, I don't think we had turnover problems. Yeah,
definitely penalties.
That got a couple of years with single-digit interceptions. So
I ain't talking about 4. Because see, even this year, 4 only threw 10 interceptions. He had a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. So that never has been the problem turning the ball over. It's usually other niggas fucking up. It's other niggas turning drops into interceptions and fumbling the ball and shit.
And there was some people in the space, I ain't gonna call no names, but if you know, trying to make a case that's in Dak nature and shit. Like, relax.
Yeah,
you remember that?
I don't remember peons.
A couple of years ago, they talking about some, it's just in Dak nature. Like, he just turnover. Nah, bitch. Because we got eyes and we've been following this shit for years. You ain't just gonna tell me what you want to tell me.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm a analytical guy. If my eyes and the numbers say the same thing, then goddamn it, that's what it is. Like this man got one of the best, touchdown to interception ratios in NFL history. Not in the league, in NFL history, nigga. And you gonna tell me he a turnover waiting to happen? You snorting coke. You probably got a little bit of fit. Probably got a little bit of fin in that shit.
Just a little dash of fin.
Yeah,
a little tablespoon of fin in it.
Go talk to the lady. You got a drug problem. We gonna pray for you.
Go talk to the lady. It's crazy.
Go talk to the lady right now, nigga. Cause you ain't making no goddamn sense trying to tell me some shit. You writing fan fictions at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I literally remember it was people in the space that was saying that.
People say
they actually push that agenda now. So I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Listen, I know that people push agendas when it comes to the quarterback because they lose all their common sense when it comes to Dak Prescott. Like they be rational thinking people, and then Dak Prescott is brought up and they retarded. So I just be praying for them niggas. But let's go even further when we talk about fixing this team. Who we hire as a defensive coordinator is going to really matter because they're going to be the architect of an entirely new defense. Let me show you something. Let me show you something that I ran across. And they're going to show you why this shit is important to get this shit right.
Let's do it. They
So,
kind of got to build a defense too.
all right. So since hold on, I gotta call him. I gotta take this call.
All right, but when you think about it, not only are we trusting a defensive coordinator to come in here and um run the defense, he kind of sort of got to build it from where we starting it because we down there starting from scratch at this point. So yeah, you might want to keep that in mind when you selecting your DC. Um, because that's an attribute he need to have. So if you don't trust him to build your defense, you might want to reconsider him running your defense. Because he need to hit on several key pieces to jump right into next year and be good. And it ain't even foul to them, but we gonna need them to be good year one. Like, if we ain't got no time for them to grow. And that's crazy, but it's the truth. Like, if anybody in the chat box feel like we got time to let the defensive coordinator grow in Dallas and figure it out, let me know. And make your case. Because I don't think we got time for that. So they gonna be up against it. They gonna be fighting an uphill battle. They gonna have to pull a miracle. They just will. So I don't think we got a season or two for them to get it right. So not only is they gonna have to hit the ground running, they're gonna have to be at least pretty damn good year one for us to do anything we trying to do. So let me know if y'all are willing to trust this defensive coordinator with building the defense too. Because just like we were saying, we only got a few pieces. We only got a few trustworthy pieces on this defense. And a couple of hopefuls. I don't know if you know how to play spades when you gotta call your book. But we got goddamn a couple of for shows and a few possibles. We don't have a lot of stuff that we can hang our hat on this defense. A lot of cornerstones, like a lot of dope pieces that we can count on this defense. So that's gonna be a daunting task for any defensive coordinator that come in this building. I just want to make sure we recognize that. We gonna have to recognize that. Wow, somebody said, Joshua Fisher said, Harlem Nights was dope, landlord. Thanks for the recommendation. Wow, you ain't never seen Harlem Nights. I'm glad you did, man. That's a great classic movie, man. And that's a movie that I know I will be quoting for the rest of my life. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that I will be quoting that movie probably forever. Like, it's that influential and that legendary in my life. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna ask y'all this question while my brother Hen doing his thing. Do y'all think we can pull this off in one off season? Do y'all think we can pull this off in one off season? I know we can be average in one off season, but do y'all think we can go from whatever the hell you want to call that last year to good? So average would be 5. I would say good would be about a 7. 6.5. Do y'all think we can pull off going from some of the worst shit you ever saw with your eyes to being good next year? Let me know how you feel about that. Somebody said, Land, random question. Do you think Texas is the South? Being from Alabama? Yeah, Texas is the South. Yeah, Texas definitely the South.
Hell yeah,
It's just big as hell, so it stretches across the Southeast. But you know, where I'm from, Alabama is considered like the deep South. Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, what else? Florida, all of those I consider the deep south. Mississippi. The southeast is really what most people pride themselves. When they talk about the south, most time it be the southeast. You know what I'm saying? Kentucky, even Kentucky considered the south to me. And it's a little high up. Tennessee the south. So yeah, Texas definitely the south. It's at the bottom.
Salute to Charlie Alvear with the Cash App, man. I appreciate you for supporting the liquor store and helping keep the lights on. And if y'all want to also support and prevent me from eating fugazios and my stomach exploding, please hit the Cash App or the Super Chat. It's $Henny more. His is $LandLord 723.
Absolutely.
So sorry about that. But yeah, I had to take that one. But the reason why I was saying like it's important for the DC to figure it out. They go shopping when they get new defensive coordinators. Like, peep the shit. So like when they bring back, the defensive coordinator, like returning DC, they usually, don't do too much shopping. They keep their niggas in check, and they rock out. But over the years though, when they get new DCs, like they have a bunch of outside free agents come in. Like there were 17 outside free agents that they acquired for new defensive coordinators.
I literally just said, instead of just thinking about a DC that can run your defense, you need to be trusting that same defensive coordinator to build your defense.
Mm-hmm. Track record said
because you damn near gotta build it.
Mm-hmm. Track record said that they're going to allow this new defensive coordinator to get the pieces that he needs. Because listen, it didn't work at all this time, but they did, bring in a bunch of players on the defensive side of the ball, for Matt Eberflus, right? They traded for Kenneth Murray. They traded for Kyle Elam. They brought in Reddy Stewart. They did the Michael Parsons trade, and they got Kenny Clark in this motherfucker. Who else did they bring in? They drafted 2 defensive guys. So like they actually put a bunch of bodies on the defensive side of the ball. They weren't good bodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been failing that test.
Yeah, like they failed that shit entirely. Cause they brought in a bunch of new people that you don't know, but they weren't good people. Like Reddy Stewart is all right. I don't think his cover skills are great, but around the line of scrimmage, he can make plays. Like he might be a box safety. He just don't know.
I'm about to say that nigga a box corner.
Yeah, he might be a box safety. He just don't know it yet, man. He might be his new career path to stay in the NFL.
Real talk.
Kyle Elam, his ass got baptized and then put out the pastor. Kenneth Murray became the poster child for ass, even though I don't think he should have been. Like, you think about bad football play, niggas were automatically thinking about Elam. Shit, I forgot about they brought in Jack Sanborn for that nigga. So they damn near redid the linebacker room for Eberflus, and that shit did not work.
Jack Sanborn reporting for duty.
Cause now I think about it,
that nigga sound like he on a mission. But he was on a mission to be the worst linebacker that we've seen. That's the mission he was on.
He succeeded. If that was his mission, that nigga succeeded like a motherfucker.
Don't that sound like an android military officer or some shit? Like, he come to destroy and conquer.
Man.
Being really bad. That's what he came to destroy and conquer being bad. So I know all the bad titles, nigga. Go ahead.
And I was just thinking, because it was Kenneth Murray. I was just thinking about new linebackers. It was Kenneth Murray. It was Jack Action Figure Sanborn. Because he don't be going no goddamn well. They drafted Shamar James for this nigga. Then they made a trade and brought in Logan Wilson. So, and they had brought in old buddy Justin Barron. So they had got like 5 new linebackers for this nigga. He supposed to be the linebacker whisperer. He must not have been saying a goddamn thing.
Shout out to Charlie on my side, too. Appreciate you, bro.
Salute to Charlie, man. Uncle Charlie. But yeah, man. Right. Yeah, man. Why the nigga whispering wasn't working?
I have no idea, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, he got me with that. And Camp, them boys was looking like they was finna go crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The linebacking core was the best looking unit.
They did.
None of that shit translated. When you went to Dallas training camp, didn't they look good to you too?
Hell yeah, they had the best ball skills, of anybody. They were throwing the balls down there at their feet and shit, trying to see if they could make a play off of errant throws and shit like that.
And none of that shit translated. What our good brother in Christ, Damone Clark, been doing lately?
Man, that shit.
He's just chilling on that on 2K and shit.
I mean, he chilling on the bench. So, if he got like a Game Boy or some shit, he might be playing Pokemon or something. But he chilling. He got to be on the bench to collect that check.
Man, I ain't seen that young man in so long.
Boy, you got to be shitting me.
What?
Cavante Turpin made an All-Pro team.
They so full of shit. That's name recognition. Hold on, the real people vote for All-Pro, don't they?
Yep.
Bro, I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Nobody else in the motherfucking me. Now he ain't getting cut. Because nobody else in the motherfucking me league must be doing shit in the return game for this nigga to be an All-Pro. We had 3 All-Pros, though. Only one.
Bro, them last 2 games boosted him up, bro. Like, that shit fugazi, man. That shit fugazi.
Brandon Aubrey was a second-team All-Pro. Cavante Turpin was second-team All-Pro. And, of course, George Pickens was second-team All-Pro.
And don't think I'm just a hater. Like, I used to love Turpin. I'm your biggest fan if you doing good, goddammit. The day you stop doing good, I'm going to have to say something about it. Like, I can't say you doing good when you not. The hell you want me to say?
Your boy made first team All-Pro.
Who?
Jack Campbell.
I know. Shit.
That
nigga was hard, bro.
Quinyon
I knew he was that dude.
Quinyon and Cooper DeJean from the Eagles both made first team All-Pro.
Damn.
And they were rookies last year. They were rookies last year, dog.
We got to pull out something like that. But guess what they did for it, though? Gave up some big-time capital.
Yeah, Quinyon was a top pick, and then wasn't Cooper DeJean.
They traded back in the first to get him at the end, right?
Who?
Cooper DeJean.
Nah, he wasn't no first-round pick. That nigga was like a second or a third. He's white, dog. They don't respect white cornerbacks. That nigga was he was a second. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying there's a stigma around it. Even the Kelsey brothers were joking about the shit. They said playing cornerback so hard they didn't let white people try it no more. And then boom, guy said quit playing with me. He just made Cooper DeJean on the spot.
That nigga went born in there. God just made him a full-grown human, like right then.
On the spot. The Lord was chilling, answering prayers, and he was listening to the Kelsey Brother podcast. He like, you know what? There's too much disrespect for these white corners, man. Here's Cooper DeJean for you, man. Here's Cooper DeJean. And that nigga been hard. That nigga hard though. He was hard at Iowa, but
They said, God said, let there be white cornerbacks.
Man. That's a stigma, but like there's some good ones in the league right now. Like him, the boy that played for the Broncos. Like they're on the upswing now. He said, Henny, would you be opposed to drafting 2 corners with the 2 first-round picks if we don't use one for Crosby? Or if they're the best 2 players available, hell yeah. If there are 2 first-round corners that are worth me drafting at that point in time, I'd take them if they're the best players.
Now look, I like that scenario too, because think about this. If you get one, you happy. You like, boom, I got my corner. Then your time come again. Name a corner that's gonna stop you from taking the next best corner if you feel like he's like that.
Nobody.
On the team. Name that corner.
There isn't one. There's not a corner. Because Bland is constantly hurt, and when he's not hurt, he's not healthy enough to play well. My nigga Diggs is gone. Siobhan Revel, you know, his knee needed a little bit more time, you know, in the incubator. That bitch is not ready. So, and you know, Baby C, they ain't got his nickname back. So there ain't a nigga on this team that gonna prevent me from drafting a gangster ass corner or two. And
go ahead.
And I was just gonna also say, if niggas worry about edge, we can handle edge in free agency. You give me Trey Hendrickson, you know, give me Joey Bosa, you know, give me Ottaway, you know, from the Chargers, and you're set at edge. You got a pass rusher right there if that's the case. If you just trying to get back to the playoffs, having Trey Hendrickson for a year or two, and then, you know, getting you two corners and you know, sign Quinn and brother Quincy, you got you another linebacker, you should be all right.
I got a scenario. So, okay, I know you be having a lot of stuff we be having to cover. Do you mind if we take a detour and play a game like that?
Let's do it.
Okay. In the words of our good brother Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. Let's get motherfucking dangerous then. So
that before a lot of these niggas time, man. Hold on.
They don't know nothing about that shit. They don't know nothing about that. Look, I'm finna start out off the bat on some bullshit. I'm gonna let y'all know. Alright. Your first round pick come up. This the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It's a motherfucking tight end.
It's old boy from Oregon.
He the best player on your board. What are y'all gonna do, Cowboy Nation? That's what we gonna do. We finna go down the line on some of these on some of our positions and let me know the player that you got in this spot currently. Is he good enough to say, nah, I'm good?
You know damn well.
Let me know if it's a tight end that the Dallas Cowboys got the top player on their board.
And remember, we got 2 first-round picks. Remember, it's 2 first-round picks. So we could have already selected somebody, and then boom, the late round pick that we got from Green Bay, that could be the best player available. So don't act like it's crazy, folks. I just want to let y'all know, LandLord ain't tripping. That we got 2 of these bitches.
Let me know. Y'all got to give me some answers. Is Jake Ferguson stopping you from drafting the best tight end on your board? If he that guy, you ain't got to do no convincing on him being that guy. It's just the fact of, are you willing to say, we good, we got Ferg, or are you gonna draft your guy?
And listen, y'all the main people that say BPA, y'all don't care. Draft the best nigga that's there. Well, we telling you in this scenario, you know, with the late pick right there, the best player is a tight end. The best player is a tight end. It's the boy from Oregon. He a vertical threat. You know, he been hooping all year. So
what y'all gonna do? I don't see a lot of answers, so we'll go on. What would you do, Rahan?
Nigga, if he the best player available, and remember, because we already spent that other first round pick on something else. So with that second pick, you know, because that's realistic where he would be the best player, because the edges and everything else will come off the board. So with that second pick, if the best nigga's a tight end, hell yeah, we taking that bitch.
Okay. Now let's move along, because I'm taking him. You know, I'm shit. He athletic and he like that. I'm taking him. Let's do another controversial position that you'll have to say, screw the guy we got there currently. Okay? This kind of easy, but we're going to do it anyway. If your number one guy is a linebacker, are you going to say, screw you, DeMarvion Overshawn, I'm drafting this guy?
There's way too many linebacker spots for there even be a conversation though. Because you gotta have if we get a defensive coordinator in here that run a 3-4, you need 4 linebackers that can start.
True.
You run a 4-3, you need 3 of them bitches. They run nickel, you need at least 2. So even if
Okay.
Overshown is one of them niggas, you got room for another nigga. Because there's nobody outside of Overshown who's also like, Overshown don't play enough football. Let me just be 1,000 with y'all.
Let's skip
Overshown
that one then.
don't
since
play
it
enough
ain't
football.
It ain't good enough. It ain't good enough because it's several slots.
Yeah.
All right. We trying to eliminate somebody on the team if we had to. All right. So let's say I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let's
ahead.
get dangerous.
Mhm.
Number 1 pick. Jordan Tyson is on the board.
You have no
Are you gonna
choice.
say, I'm good, or are you gonna say, I'm drafting Jordan Tyson?
I'll say this. I'll ask a real question. Is George Pickens a long-term Cowboy in this scenario?
The answer is still up in the air. He on the tag.
So okay, if his long term, like I said, so that's a no then. And salute to Chris Johnson on your end, man. He said Grand Rising with the 199.
Salute, man. Appreciate your contribution.
Yes, indeed. So you answered my question. That's a no. If like a tag is a 1-year rental, so if he is on the board, I'm drafting Jordan Tyson because I got Jordan Tyson for 5 years. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you said yes then. Then why
Yeah.
you gonna say no?
No, what I
You
just
said
said
no and then went the opposite way.
No, I was saying no to what you were saying because you said that Jordan Pickens' future is up in the air, and I said no. Then he's not a long-term Dallas Cowboy. I said the tag is a 1-year rental. So if that's the case, then yes, I'm taking Jordan Tyson. I get 4 years of that nigga and a 5th-year option, and he's supposed to be the best wide receiver in the draft. He's real CD Lamb-ish. You gonna threaten me with having 2 CD Lambs, nigga? All right, yeah, I'm taking Jordan Tyson.
Okay, I see what you mean. Let's do another one. Cause I'm taking them too. The best. This too easy, but screw it. We're gonna do it anyway.
Oh,
The
passion
best
like
player
that.
on the board. The best player on your board is a left tackle.
Yes. We don't even have to go through anything else, yes.
What the hell you gonna do with Tyler Godding?
Cut Terrence Steele and move him back to right tackle. Save me $14 million.
That's a thinking man right there.
All right, got that mapped out. Like if we get a tackle,
I see.
If we get a tackle, somebody gotta die. It's easier for Terrence Steele to die because Terrence Steele dying mean I inherit $14 million in the will. You know, I don't want to kill a broke nigga, and we gotta do a GoFundMe to bury this motherfucker. I
like this game.
I want to
I
kill.
like this game a lot.
I want to kill me a Negro that's trying to leave us some money on. You know, we gotta go ahead and knock out Grandpa. He been chilling with Methuselah and them. He old as shit. But yeah, like Terry Steele can die if it means I get the $14 million and a starting left tackle, and I can put Tyler Guy back in his natural position.
Okay, we still shooting from the hip. First round here, I don't know a player that will fit this role, but still, we just hypothetically. First round draft pick, DPA, running back. What you doing?
That's a hard one.
Running back. I'm talking about he is him Jones.
Yeah, now see this the issue because I've looked in the running back class and there ain't no B Johns in this bitch. There's no Ashton Genty's in this hole. So that's I've already spoiled myself because I don't feel like these. First
I said
round...
it was hypothetical.
Okay.
But...
So let's say that guy made a good ass running back for this draft on the spot. And salute to Joshua Fisher on your end with the 199 for your mind. 199
for your mind.
For your mind. So hey man. So let's say that God, you know, just on the spot made one of these running backs we were talking about for this draft. Then yes, if there is a nigga like Bijan a nigga like Gills. There was a motherfucker like that in the draft. Worth a first round pick. I do it. People can say what they want, but if we really BPA niggas, and you got 2 first round picks. So if you really BPA niggas, you just need to go get the best motherfuckers, that's on the draft board. Now, again,
this ain't even interesting on defense for real, because we need every goddamn thing. The only time it can get spicy is when we're doing it on the offensive side of the ball. Seems like it.
You said Love, the running back from Notre Dame. I don't like that nigga like that. I'm not saying he's bad, but I don't think that he's like a generational running back or no shit like that. I think he's just the best running back in this class, and it's not a great running back class. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like there's an out. It's not even like he's a genetic freak like Ashton Genty or no shit. Like he wouldn't have been a first round pick this draft. I don't even know for sure he's better than Omarion Hampton. And Omarion Hampton ain't did a damn thing yet because he was banged the fuck up and all kinds of shit. Like Ashton Genty,
he just ain't like that too. But go ahead.
Nah, nigga, you ain't gonna play with my young nigga. But like for real, like this ain't one of them running back classes. Like the year me and LandLord went to Kansas City and they had all them gangsta ass running backs in the draft, that would have been a year, that would have been the year to do it. Salute to Joshua Fisher on your end too with the 499 for your mind. He said, you motherfuckers really are the realest in the game and fuck the Eagles. Man, nigga, fuck the Eagles.
Hey, man, fuck the Eagles all day long. Appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all look out for Hen, too, man. Y'all already know Hen the GOAT over there. So make sure y'all show love to my guy, too. But I appreciate y'all. Real talk. Everything is needed. Y'all know we do the most unadulterated, unfiltered, uncensored show in the Cowboy space. So y'all the reason we get paid, not anything else. Okay?
Nothing at all. We have no sponsors. If it was up to the sponsors, we would be eating Fugazios.
Every day. Lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Also, remember this. This is our key saying when we do content. If y'all pay, we will stay. So you want the shows if y'all want the shows to last longer, make sure y'all donate. It's just like the parking meter. You gonna park somewhere, you're gonna have to put a little bit more money in the machine. So that's the mantra. If you pay, we will stay. So you want us to keep
y'all
rocking?
Know we can make up content all day long. So just let us know.
Hell yeah, straight like that, man. Oh, I appreciate that too, because Joshua Fisher did come and share the love. See, he put some money in the parking meter. He said, thanks for all your dedication, Henny, and always being genuine, homie. Man, y'all the genuine ones, we appreciate y'all. Y'all enable us. Y'all enablers, but in a good way. Y'all enable us to be real and uncut and unadulterated, man. So I appreciate y'all for the love and the support.
And then y'all always be here too, man. A lot of y'all always be here. Mm-hmm. Don't think we don't appreciate that, man. It goes a long way. We really do appreciate it. And we know the ones who always be here, too. So, salute to y'all.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, man. Let's play the game. Let's do some tricky shit. I got one for you.
Let's do it.
Boom. We draft the best defensive player available in the first round, or with our first draft pick. One of the best quarterbacks in the draft falls all the way down to our 20-something pick. You taking that nigga to sit behind Dak for the last couple years, or are you just going to say, fuck it, we need to use all our resources to help Dak Prescott win a Super Bowl in this time frame? So are you going to...
that sucks, man.
Are we going to go to... Because remember, Aaron Rodgers had Jordan Love drafted toward the end of his tenure with the Green Bay Packers, and he said he learned, he watched, from all accounts, Aaron Rodgers wanted to be a good vet for Jordan Love because Brett Favre wasn't a good vet for him, so he didn't want to repeat that cycle. So he mentored that young man. He took the time, took him under his wing, and helped him develop. And it was a clean transition from Aaron Rodgers when he went on to Jordan Love.
Listen.
So let me ask you.
This the premise. You asked. Unless you got something else to add to it.
No, just go ahead.
This the premise right here. To me, We do need to be looking for a quarterback after a while. But in this particular timeline right now, if the Dallas Cowboys was to dedicate that high of draft capital for a quarterback, a first round pick, you might as well trade Dak Prescott.
Swear to God.
You might as well trade him.
Swear to God.
And just go and rebuild this shit. Just go and trade him, let him go free, rebuild, because you definitely don't need a quarterback next year. And then if you did draft one, you would be dramatically hindering your team for 2026.
Exactly.
So, yeah, if you was to do that, you got to get rid of. You got to let that nigga go on trade Dak the next day.
You need to be trading Dak the same day because niggas got picks still. Niggas got first round picks still.
Yeah, go get some picks for Dak then. Yeah, that'll be smart.
Like see if before you even go to the draft, if it's on your mind to get a quarterback, you call the Jets or you call the Saints or you call Tampa Bay and you see what they're willing to package up to get Dak. And there's also, you're gonna have to see if Dak Prescott is willing to go there because he's gonna have to waive his no trade clause to go to one of those spots. So
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, so
that's a brilliant idea. So I ain't even too mad at it if we do that. To be honest with
you. Yeah, so that's what we're saying. If you're gonna hold Dak out anyway, and you're not gonna put the damn resources into him, being able to compete because you need them. You really need all the help you can get on defense. So if you don't,
go ahead, my bad.
So if you don't, then it's a problem right there. But they say if you go with a proven DC, a green DC, then yes, draft a quarterback.
I was finna comment on the one he said Dak has to be open to a trade. Okay, so I promise you, if the Dallas Cowboys draft a quarterback with their first round pick, Dak will be open to a trade. I promise you this. Dak would be like, yeah, it's about time to go. Because that would be like giving up on fixing the team unless you finna mortgage your whole future and just trade a lot of shit to make the team better right now. But I don't think they're willing to do that.
They never showed the willingness to beforehand. So, and salute to Sadiqa, salute to Common Sense, salute to 864 Cowboy fan, John Cofield. Big Time Show in the building. Salute to my brother.
Big Time need to get a link while he
really
playing.
Do. Yeah, what are you doing this morning, Pastor? What you doing? If you give the sermons, you need to be giving sermons on these Cowboys. They need all the church and all the guys they can get. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, with the Salute. But yeah, man, I agree. So if they were to go that route and they say, hey, we're gonna get a quarterback with this late round pick, somebody done failed that we really like, and we're gonna have him sit behind Dak Prescott. I agree.
And I want y'all to know that's not all the way out the realm of possibility either.
Because teams do it all the time.
Just go ahead and prepare yourself. Like that shit is very possible.
He said send it. I'm gonna send it. Hold on. It's gonna be in your DM on Twitter. Hold on. Let's get the Big Time Show in here, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Hold on. Invite the guests. Copy the link. Send to. Hold on. All right, it's gonna be in your DMs on Twitter, Big Time. I just sent it. I just sent it, so just click the newest link in there and come on in, man. Also, it looked like Matt Ryan just got a job. He became the head of football. He became the president of football for the Atlanta Falcons. So kudos to him. Now, see, I wish the Dallas Cowboys did shit like that for Troy Aikman. Because other franchises, like the Dolphins, just used Troy Aikman to find their new general manager. But we don't want to have the Dallas Cowboys utilize Troy Aikman, the most decorated quarterback in our history. You didn't hear me?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you didn't hear what I said?
Damn, hold on. Yeah, I hear you. Trying to get these damn headphones right. Hold on.
Take your time.
Mic check.
Mic check. Can you hear
Mic
us?
check.
We
Yeah,
can
we
hear
good.
you.
We
Can you
good.
hear us? Okay.
Yeah, we good.
And Queso said, do you trade back at 12 for mid-20 picks and second rounder and next year first? I wouldn't. The reason why I wouldn't do that, man, is because I want the best players available. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need a whole bunch of okay players. I need a couple of really damn good players.
Quality
So I
over
don't
quantity.
really want to. Exactly. I'm not trying to trade back and get a whole bunch of they alright players. They got potential ass players. I need to draft the best available players in the first 2 rounds. Like if we get two gangster niggas that can make all pro teams with the first 2 picks this year, I don't care about nothing else. Cause that's more than you normally get in a draft. And salute to the Big Time Show in the building, man. How you making it?
Man, what's up, brother? What's going on, brother? What's up with you, LandLord? HTM, I'm popping in. I'm sorry I ain't showing my face. Hello to the chat. Present, I'm getting ready. My son is getting ready. He got me running all over Memphis, Tennessee down here. And they playing AAU basketball, man. Got 2 games a day. I am his Uber driver, and it's just killing me, man. But I'm blessed to do it. I'm happy to do it. So forgive me for my face, but just popping in, I saw on the link that said, here to say tap in. So I'm always trying to support all my brothers and sisters who try to do it even for 5-10 minutes. But as usual, just listening to you guys, y'all coming up with some ideas that a lot of people would shoot y'all down for. But the real truth of the matter is, I would bet that the Cowboys are thinking about it, especially that part when you talking about Dak Prescott. I would not be surprised. You know, they may not entertain it long, but at some point, you know, the real truth of the matter is you got to say, okay, we done had this guy for 11 years, and he is good, but can we do it? And if we can't do it and he's getting to the tail end, maybe we do need to look and maybe ship him out somewhere and get some more resources for him, because there are a lot of teams that would love to have him. I'm not saying that's what we should do, but I bet you that idea has entered into their room. So that's when I came in on it here. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I heard that part, and I agree 100% that the thought, at least, is in that bill.
You know who the perfect candidate is?
Who?
The Saints.
Yeah. Okay, with Kellen Moore there, who else better know
They got Kellen
his
Moore.
offense better? Yeah, that's all you really
And
need
that's
to
his
say.
hometown. That's his hometown.
Yeah.
And they got an all-pro wide receiver already.
Yeah. Man, I don't really know. I know a lot of fans don't want to hear that and all this type of stuff, and I ain't even looking at the chat. But when you start talking about a decade plus, you know, of what Cowboys do, and if you really want the real truth, sometimes, man, we hold on to our stars a little bit too long. You know, Jason Witten, the Sean Lees, the Dez Bryants of the world, the Ezekiel Elliott's. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. I mean, I love the loyalty, but at some point when you start talking about winning, you at least have to entertain some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just for the future of the franchise. And LandLord, you ain't said it. I ain't heard the word, but the part that I came in on, the real truth of the matter is we in a kind of like a seesaw rebuild. We got a great quarterback, but we rebuilding in other areas and kind of waiting on guys to try to reach Pro Bowl level while having a great quarterback at the same time. It's kind of backwards, but that's really where we are. Yeah, it's kind of productive. You're going to win on one end. You're going to have a quarterback that's going to be in the MVP race. But on the other end, your defense is going to be like, You see what I'm saying?
To your point,
Historically,
big
man.
time. You just said something then, because think about this. Before this year even happened, pre-Michael Parsons trade, pre-Trayvon Diggs leaving, we was already having suspicions that this was a rebuild.
Yeah, the Parsons trade show you.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
We
that
was
was like the
already
Parsons
saying
trade.
that it was suspicious, because you remember we was like, is they gonna sign Dak? We weren't sure if they were gonna sign Dak, and we like, man, they really low key might be rebuilding. We was
They
already
are.
suspecting a rebuild, and now you let go Micah and let Trey out the building and all this on top of that.
Yeah. You let him.
Jordan Lewis. Let Jordan Lewis walk.
Let Jordan Lewis go. You let DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, I understand DeMarcus Lawrence, but he still had gas in the tank. I'm saying you letting go of cornerstone in your franchise. I mean, guys that are proven, guys that still can play, and you replace it. Okay, if you're gonna replace it, okay, show me who you replaced it with. Okay, we see all the people that they replaced it with, and now you got to say, okay, you ain't really trying to you really are trying to be the 20th ranked defense in the league. You see what I'm saying? Because that's all what your talent really can produce. I ain't mad at no practice squad guy if he ain't playing at no all-pro level. He a practice squad guy. I expect practice squad things. You see what I'm saying? I don't expect him to be like Diggs and Bland and all of people. I just don't expect that. So when you look at the offense, they made sure that the entertainment level was there. Oh my God, this offense can win you a Super Bowl. Ain't no question about that. But you can't win the Super Bowl if you average 29 points a game, your defense giving up 30. And they saw that all year and didn't really do nothing about it. They did something at the end getting Quentin. But let's be honest, they were scoring 30 with Quentin Williams with that. You see what I'm saying? They was scoring 30 with Olsen and Kenneth Clark there because they didn't take care of the linebacker position and the secondary. And so you got to ask yourself when you come into the draft, okay, step by step, what are you doing different? And with the Cowboys, you got to take things step by step. For instance, little small stuff. And I'm quite sure you already said the East-West Shrine game coming in. Okay. You also got the Senior Bowl coming up in less than 2 weeks. You need to have a defensive coordinator in place to go down there. I don't need Will and Jerry and Steven evaluating players when you don't even know who your defensive coordinator is. You may like that player. You may like the player, but your defensive coordinator may say, no, that ain't what I need from my defense. I need to see the small step. If you ain't doing that, then we already head off to the same thing. So I need that. I'm taking the small step. Forget the draft. I ain't worried about the draft yet. I need to see you do common sense things. Have your defensive coordinator in place when y'all get on that airplane and go scout these players. That's all I want. If you ain't doing that, I'm already saying we in for a long run next year. We be talking about the same thing next year. Same way.
Hey, I do agree with you wholeheartedly because, like you were saying, man, you can't go out to the grocery store and buying groceries and you don't even know what the chef finna cook. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of productive that way. And you are correct because remember, there's a proper order of operations. And even just forget the draft. We don't even know what kind of who the targeting free agency till you get a damn defensive coordinator.
There you go.
Because free agency come way before the draft.
Yeah. And notice that if you go on that route, okay, let's see what they do. They've been looking at contracts all year. They already know they got to restructure Dak and CD. They got to make a decision about Steele. They already made a decision about D. Okay, you talking about freeing up all this money. Well, you got to do some things in order for the money to be free. So I should be hearing that there's been a restructure with that. I should be hearing there's been a restructure with CD's contract. So you can free up all this money.
The Kenny Clark extension.
I need all this to be done so that the money can be free and so that the people will know, not that you're worried about the people or not, but at least we'll say, okay, we got X amount of dollars to play with in free agency. Now we can go big game fishing. If you ain't done that and free agency start, then once again, I already know you finna shop for these Kroger free agents, these Candyland, these Sesame Street free agents that you always be getting at the bottom of the barrel. See, that I got to see. Go ahead. I'm sorry, LandLord.
No, you good. I was just gonna say shout out to Grail on the cash out, man. We appreciate you.
On my end as well. Appreciate you too, Darrell.
And real quick, I want to go back and touch on the Dak stuff real quick. My reasoning behind preparing to move on from Dak isn't really because of the results, because I'm aware of the dysfunction and the malpractice and the toxic environment that's been surrounding him his whole tenure.
Correct.
What I'm focusing on is how many of your best years will I get in the future? And the inevitable, we gonna have to get a new quarterback in a minute anyway. That's my whole thing. So like, instead of riding it out with the next 4 years with Dak, I might do it like in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Or either if this happens this year, I think Dak might got at least 3 more top tier years of playing like he played this year.
Right.
So, am I willing to pay him for that, or am I willing to prepare for the future, which I got to do anyway? Because in order for me to get the maximum, in order for me to maximize him playing at that level, I would have to dedicate these resources to help him. If I'm not willing to do that, I might as well move on. That's the whole. That's the whole thing of it. That's what I mean by it.
Now this is my thing too, and I understand what Dak said. He want to play another 10 years. How do you know Dak Prescott will be good enough to make that claim in the next 10 years? Because listen, everybody thinks that they can play, at a high level like Tom Brady into their 40s. But realistically, that's not what happens. Like most guys, about 36, 37, they start to slow down. Matthew Stafford is an outlier. Like he's 37, he just made first team All Pro. But that's not usually what happens. Usually by 37, 38 years old, niggas start slowing down. Big Ben was trashed by that point. Matt Ryan was becoming a journeyman by that point. There's a lot of guys that were good quarterbacks, MVP level quarterbacks that even won Super Bowls. That have slowed down as they aged. So I understand that Dak, says that he can play for 10 years. It don't necessarily mean that's the case. And secondly, the most important part though, the most important part, you have a quarterback like Dak Prescott to compete and win championships. If you are not invested in doing that, if you're not going to put the defense together, if you ain't going to shore up that offensive line, if you're not going to re-sign Joey Pickens, you're going to get in a pissing match and not get that deal done. Free Dak Prescott so he could be Matthew Stafford. Let him go win his championship somewhere else, and you who are lukewarm in your rebuild can go all in on that.
Well, I'll say this real quick. The Cowboys then need to, according to what LandLord say, and what you just said, then I think they need to kind of like adopt the Green Bay Packer principle. You go ahead and get a superstar guy like Aaron Rodgers and let him sit for 4 years under Brett Favre, and then you go get a Jordan Love later on, and then you have him sit for years until Aaron Rodgers get out of there. That you can do that, long as that's what your thing is called insurance. It's called, if everybody say you can't win without a quarterback, then it's out. You go get your quarterback in 1 or 2 years.
The only problem with that big time to me is you would have to dedicate a decent amount of draft capital to do that. And I don't think I think it's black and white. I believe if you dedicate that draft capital to a future quarterback, you are directly affecting how to maximize Dak Prescott in the current state.
What if you drafting? What if
decision between the two?
What if you're drafting, however, though, in the lower 20s or the 30s? I ain't talking about one of them. I'm talking about draft. I'm expecting the Cowboys to be in the playoff. That's what I'm saying. I ain't expecting them to be this high again in the draft for at least 2-3 years. That's my expectation.
Oh, you talking about next year? Because most of this scenario was based on this year.
No, you ain't draft. No. You ain't gonna draft then. You ain't gonna draft on this year by no means. You're putting all your draft capital in trying to win this year. I'm talking about next year, while Dak probably will still be in his prime. I'm still thinking that he's still gonna be in his prime. But you also know you got to make a decision on his contract or whatever you're gonna do, or you gonna, how long you gonna roll with this thing. Everybody's saying we got a window, and that came from the front office themselves. Okay, they said that, so nobody didn't say the years on the window. That all the content creators said, man, we got about a 3-year window. Okay, if that is the case, whatever the case may be, you're gonna have to draft a quarterback within these next 2-3 years. I'm saying the Cowboys make the playoffs next year. I'm saying they draft in the lower 20s, and that's where you can strike and get you a quarterback that's ready to go, and you have him sit under Dak. Dak smart enough to know the handwriting on the wall. He's been there a long time. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you're talking about next year, then it's no pushback for me. This whole scenario we was talking about was this year. That's why it's so crazy. Because it's like...
Because they had 2 first-round picks. Yeah, they had 2
Well,
first-round picks.
Well, if we go on this year, I'm sorry for pitching now. Let me go this year. I said this last night on the OG show, and ain't nobody wrong. We don't have a 2nd and 3rd round pick. We got a 1st round. And then, of course, we drafted in the 4th round. I'm saying let's go ahead and get a killer at 12. And depending on who's there, I would love a Sonny Styles if he's there and all this stuff. I would love it. But another option, which may be sounding good, you trade back. I got a chart, and I'm going to send it to you. You may already have it, knowing you. That the Cowboys' 1st round pick at 20 is worth 850 points. A 2nd round pick for whatever team, the highest is usually 350, which means that if you were drafting out of the 2nd round, you would have to add something to that to make the trade even value, to equal up to 850 points. So what I'm saying is, why we got to wait to just get 2 picks in the 1st round and then don't draft no more to the 4th round? I'm saying let's trade out of the 20th pick and let's get somebody, we're going to at least get the 2nd round. Get back in the 2nd round and 3rd or whatever, and let's trade back. That's what I'm saying. Now, I ain't got no problem with drafting Styles or whoever else you want. I'm cool with it. But I got a problem with not having a draft pick on the board until 4th round. That's just me.
Now, I'm going to tell you why I want to stay and pick with those 2 draft picks. Because the way that I view draft picks, they're just lottery tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be any and everything when you pick them. You could get a great player that goes on to be a Hall of Famer. You can get a Pro Bowler. You get a dude that's a flash in the pan. You can get a complete bust. But, the higher that your pick is, the better your odds are of getting somebody worthwhile and keeping, long term. So if I, take one of those higher picks and I move back, I do get quantity, but my quality in those picks, decreases. Especially given the Dallas Cowboys track record with 2nd round picks. When you go through and you look at who was selected in the 2nd round, historically the Dallas Cowboys have not did well drafting there. Outside of Trayvon Diggs, who even now you can say, well, he's no longer on the team. Because in the 2nd round, in the 2nd round, that's when they make their wild gambles. You get your Jalen Smiths, the guy to fill out the 1st round because of injury. You get your boss man Fats. You get your, you get a bunch of guys that don't usually stay around for long. Matter of fact, that you get your schoolmakers in the 2nd round. So what I would prefer the Dallas Cowboys to do is to stay in the first 2 rounds, get 2 guys that can actually start for you day one, instead of worrying about getting the quality. Because in most drafts, you're only looking for 1 or 2 guys that can come in and be day one starters anyway. You usually have that expectation for your 1st and your 2nd round pick. Since they don't usually hit on their 2nd round picks to begin with, I'm probably safer right there in the back end of the 1st round.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, because I'm looking at it like I done seen this team draft 11 players. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want quantity. I want quality. I want players who I feel like I got a good chance on keeping them around and having them to be plug and play guys. We need plug and play guys. We don't need no projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need no hopefuls. We need guys who, when we plug and play them, you would be shocked that they don't work out or at least be decent players. That's the type of players that we need right now. Like
I'm
we don't
cool.
even, and I feel like anything other than that, if we going towards quantity, I feel like that's more futures. I don't care about no. We need to be striking right now. If we not on that type of time, we need to be trading that and starting this whole shit over. And I'm not. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm saying, all of this is for that. I'm just saying that if you don't do it like this, you are basically taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. It's counterproductive. You gotta pick a side. That's all I'm saying.
I like it. The only really ain't no pushback because I think some people will agree, some people won't. But it all depends on who's sitting there at 20. That's all I'm saying. If your guy is not there, at least entertain the thought of maybe sliding back, and there's some guys that's gonna be in the second round without question. Defensive players.
I ain't mad at that though. I ain't mad at that.
No, it just depends on it. It just depends on who's there. If I'm in agreement with y'all 100%. If Styles some type of way drop there, or the kid from Texas Tech, the pass rusher Bailey, if he's there, I forget what I'm saying. I'm taking them immediately because I know those guys gonna plug in day one. But if my guy ain't flashing right there at 20, then I think all options need to be on the board because why draft a guy for development? I agree with y'all. First round picks need to be starting on day one. If you drafting a guy that ain't gonna be starting, then I need for sure day one starters. I ain't got a guy be talking about we'll see. And I know that's the coaching element and all that kind of stuff. But them first 2 picks need to be starting if you gonna pick there. That's all I'm saying. But if it's not, if your guy ain't there, I think all options need to be on board.
I'll go further. You talk about trading back into the second round. Why not just trade that first round pick for a player that's already in the league?
You can do that too.
Yeah, I would prefer that over trading back because I still feel that way about draft picks. Because I had used this example, on a show with Land and Lou, right? The Dallas Cowboys one time they traded up. There was this cornerback prospect that they could not miss on. He was a Jim Thorpe Award winner. He was a unanimous All-American. He was an amazing prospect. And his name was Morris Claiborne.
Mm-hmm.
And because they did that, they passed on the opportunity to get Stephon Gilmore. They passed on the opportunity to get Harrison Smith. They passed on the opportunity to get Fletcher Cox. They passed on the opportunity to get there's a bunch of guys. And because they traded up with a second round pick with number 45, they did not have the opportunity to draft Bobby Wagner at number 47. So that's why I say that the draft is a crapshoot. Because you can have these guys coming out of the prospects that's supposed to be can't miss and all world and, it's a no-brainer, and they still not be shit. So, realistically, we having this conversation about competing now. I'd trade both the motherfuckers if I could get Max Crosby.
Yeah, I thought we was living in a world where that didn't happen. Now, I would always prefer a proven commodity over a hopeful, for sure. Give me the bird in the hand. I don't care about what's in the bush.
Henry just brought up something that was worth thinking about too as an option. If we're talking about trading at 20, it don't necessarily have to be draft picks. You can trade that pick and give me a player. That'll be an even trade. Now, who that player is? When I started thinking about the cornerback position and Bland coming off of surgery again, and he might be ready, but then again, we don't know what it's going to be. And then I look at the rest of the room. Me personally, I love the kid from LSU, but he a rookie. I love the kid. I don't want McCoy because he's coming off of ACL. I don't want that. But why not go get a veteran cornerback that can play immediately? That'll even out the trade. I'm just saying it could be a corner, it could be an edge, it could be anything. It don't necessarily have to be a pick. It could be a pick plus a player. And if that is the case, then you just sped up your progression on defense immediately because the cornerback room scare me. I don't see.
Everybody.
Yeah, I don't know who we got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we right back at square one with cornerback position. If you be honest with you, I don't know who we get, and so that's why I'm saying if you want to speed up the process, somebody got a cornerback for sale right there at draft time that you can get that first round pick and trade the player with. So that's what I'm saying. It's options there, but if your guy is not there who you want, then I think we need to entertain it. That's just me.
And I don't want a hopeful guy either. I don't want a rebel type guy. And this ain't no shot at rebel, but it's like I want somebody who is a bona fide first round pick. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like bona fide, like that's where he belongs. It's not like what he would have been if it was a filth, if everybody was drunk or this or that. No. Somebody who rightfully in the first round and they that caliber of player, I would draft that. I want that type of corner.
And let's make sure that they ain't injured. We don't got to this trying to be a hero in the hospital room and all that type of stuff. Let's stop trying to be heroes and try to rehabilitate everybody. Give me somebody that you ain't got the red shirt your first year, like Rebel, even though he played, but we all know he wasn't right. We all know he wasn't the same. We know he wasn't good like this. I'm saying we specialize in getting guys that's hurt and all that type of stuff. So that kid McCoy, who's going from Tennessee, the cornerback, who everybody loves and saying he's going to be a first round cornerback.
Did not play at all this year.
Didn't play at all this year, and that's the kind of guy that the Cowboys always try to get, trying to be hero. You know that's they need to change their philosophy real quick.
Say what?
I forgot. I got a bad mind right now. It's too early.
Who?
Booker.
Who was my first round pick this year? Oh yeah, Booker. Okay. I'm up there trying to think. I'm like, Rebel win the first round. Donovan Mbaraku win the first round. I totally forgot about Booker. Okay.
Real quick, salute to JR with the $4.99 for your mind. He said, damn deal, fellas. The move is trading players you plan on cutting with one of the extra fifth round picks to fill the third or second round. I mean, that's fine too. If you can find somebody that's willing to take Terrence Steele off your hands, you can get the cap savings and you get an extra pick for him. If there's somebody you're going to cut, go for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's fair. If you're going to cut these guys anyway, don't announce it. You know, go to these guys behind the scenes, see you can get a late round pick for them, and you still can move them, save money, and get an extra pick for them.
I'm glad you said that.
Sign a new 7th round pick for Steele.
He a tackle. You get like a 4th. Like he's not amazing in pass pro, but he run blocks well enough where somebody will take a chance on him. You know what I mean?
Let me ask y'all this, because I remember last year around this time, well, it wasn't this time, but as we got close to the draft, you know, y'all two put on a show with Boss and all of us. That was team trenches and y'all with team weapons. That was classic stuff. And I love the way y'all held 10 toes down for what y'all believed in. Man, it was super. We need to be running reels on this for.
He was cooking. They done took my brother out.
He was.
Big, you back? We can't hear you. Damn, they doing my boy bad. But yeah, man. Yeah, I hate that. You said you need Terrence Steele. He's technically sound. You put Darnell Washington beside him. It's over. He's the biggest liability you got in the passing game, though. Yeah. I can tell you traveling because it just be breaking in and breaking out.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry.
We can hear you.
Can you hear
you now. Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. Mm-hmm. So there's a kid that is leaving. If he gets traded or cut, still that kid that you losing your starting right tackle. That kid in Miami is gonna be sitting right there because that's where he's projected to go anyway. Francis Mogala, whatever his name is. at right tackle. Y'all know how much the Cowboys love drafting first round line. Y'all know that. I'm saying that I would not be surprised at all, even with defensive players sitting there, that if they let Steele go, I would not be surprised if they pick that kid from Miami to come in and plug and play day one, which makes sense. But again, it's another rookie lineman, and I can imagine y'all right now going completely crazy, going crazy about drafting another lineman.
Surprisingly, it just really would depend on what they did in free agency. So if they went out there, because like folks were saying in the chat, there's free agents the Dallas Cowboys can sign. Tariq Woolen is a former Pro Bowler. He'll be available in the open market. You know, he's a 6'4" cornerback. Jamel Dean is a Super Bowl winning cornerback, started for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He'll be a free agent. You know, Quincy Williams was a former All-Pro, Andy Quincy Williams' brother. He'll be a free agent. You know, Trey Hendrickson would be a free agent. Joey Bosa would be a free agent. And the Dallas Cowboys can create over $130 million in cap space by making some of these moves. So the real thing is this. You know, if the Dallas Cowboys are willing and dealing, they get a pass rusher, a linebacker, and a corner in free agency. They tag Joy Pickens and they working on that deal. So you at least got your number 2 wide receiver for another year, if anything. I would be open going BPA in the draft, even if that would be a tackle. And you know, when I say about cutting Terrence Steele, his money would go into the Joy Pickens fund. That's $14 million you save. So I actually wouldn't lose my shit if you drafted the best right tackle or left tackle if they moving right. The issues that we always have with the Dallas Cowboys is they do next to nothing in free agency. So now it's do or die when we get to the damn draft. You know what I mean? So if they handle their business beforehand and they got, you know, veteran pieces in place that can start for this defense, you know, and they got Joy Pickens shored up, even if it's just a tag, I can live with them taking a tackle because we still got another first round pick. I can live with that.
Yeah, I'm not in no type of desperation for a weapon at this point. Long as we retain George Pickens, I'm cool. We good. We can use an upgrade at running back, maybe. But I mean, it ain't desperate no more. I'm not ready to fist fight them if they wanted to go for a tackle or something. We needed a tackle last year, to be honest with you. I felt like we might need 2 tackles last year. Like that was my whole thing. That's the only reason I was going against saying drafting Booker, because I'm like, our biggest problem is that tackle, not guard. And I think now we see that. We see that our biggest problem was tackle.
Yeah, I got a feeling that that right there is going to be a heavy conversation in the war room, even previous to the night of the draft. I just think that knowing the history of how the Cowboys act when it comes to the draft and their love for offensive linemen, especially in the first round, it kind of fits on what y'all saying and what I'm thinking. Like, why everybody thinking we might be trying to go get a edge or corner or back of my maybe we have Booker Young, Tyler Smith, you still young, we got Guyton Young, and we can just go around this thing on out and have a line potentially that's going to be together for 10 to 12 years because they're so young. And I think that's kind of that is traditionally what they be thinking. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just go ahead and say this dude, our highest guy on the board, and he was sitting right there, and it just made those, it was obvious that we should take him. That's just how they think. That's what they've showed us over the years. So I just want to throw that out there, just to put it out there.
Oh nah. Yeah, I ain't stressing if a tackle's in play, because we can't sit here and say BPA and then the best player at tackle and we snub our nose up. As long as they handle their business, I was telling Boston them, don't go into the draft horny. You know what I'm saying? Like, be satiated. Yeah, be satiated before you go out there, because you go
Man,
out
man.
in the world.
Hold on, man. That man made up another word. Man, satiated.
Be satiated, man. Be satiated.
Wow.
Yeah, be satiated.
What?
Because remember, that's to be satisfied. That's to be satisfied. Be satiated. No, you're not in desire. You're not in need. You have a full appetite. You are satisfied. That's the term for satiated. So be satiated when you go into the draft already. You're not in longing for anything.
Yeah, the mentality is just like, when you was becoming a young man or a young woman, most of your people that gave you advice told you the best time to look for a job is when you got one. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be desperate or just taking anything. Now you got the luxury of saying, I respectfully decline. I'm good. I don't need that. I don't have to take that. I don't have to take that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not desperate. So, yeah, it's the same type of mentality. Don't go in and check all the boxes. And I remember the first time we really did that, I don't want to bring it up, but, Mike McCarthy, that was his first year winning.
Yes.
We finally had a backup quarterback after never having one. We had a backup quarterback. He went and got Andy Dalton. Mm-hmm. He checked every box. It went big free agents, but we literally checked every box that we needed, and then went into the draft and we was free. That's why we was able to pick up Darian Lamb and didn't really bat an eye about it. We like, well, we pretty solid. We got people there. We might not have the ideal person there, but we at least fill that role. So yeah, that's the type of vibes we need to be on.
Mm-hmm. He said,
"Damn, a lot of answers gonna be out."
They had no choice, because that's proper team building, though. I know the Dallas Cowboys don't, and our fan base don't feel this way, but free agency is just as important, if not more, to team building than the draft, because that's where your veteran players are. That's where your proven commodities are. You don't bet your future on a 3rd round pick. You don't bet your future on a 5th round pick. You don't go into the draft saying this dude in the 5th round from Wichita State is going to start for me. That's not good team building. The Dallas Cowboys do that shit all the time, and that's why we end up in the situation that we end up in. So them having multiple years of neglecting free agency or just downright missing on the guys that they bring in, have led us to be in the state of affairs that we're currently in. So that's what I'm looking for, because I'm holding Shotty accountable for that as well. Like, you're in the building, you know what this team needs to compete. You need to be adamant about going out and getting veteran players for this defense, and then when it comes time to get into the draft and you're in the war room and you fighting a good fight, you can make more educated decisions on who you're going to bring in here, and especially with these 1st round picks. Like, you got to get these 2 1st round picks right, and you got to get free agency right. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to do what you want to do this year. That's make the playoffs.
And I said this, I'm going to see what big time. Go ahead.
No, you got it.
I was just about to say what you thought about this this mentality when we picking this defensive coordinator. Like, instead of just talking about who can run a good scheme, we need a builder. We need somebody to build this defense. And then it need to work in 1 year. It need to work in 2026. So before you pick an inexperienced candidate or somebody who you feel like, you know what I'm saying, who can get up to that level, you might need an orchestrator. You might need somebody that's an architect already, who's done it before. So that's what I'm looking at. I need somebody who I know can build this defense and operate it at a high level when they get done.
If you asking me who the person is, you just gave the right description of who you should be. So whoever fits that description, that's who I want. I don't want, guys like Jerry said in the press conference, talking about that he got a chip on his shoulder. somebody's been knocked down, kind of like an underdog role and all that type of stuff.
Happy
We
to be
tried
here,
that for
guy.
years. Yeah, that type of stuff. We tried that for years and see where it got us. We don't need that. I need a guy that's established, that when you call his name, everybody in the league know, okay, they got the right one. That's what I want. So I don't care who that is. If it's Flores, I don't care if it's Flores. If it's the kid that Leonard, if it's him, I really don't care. Just give me somebody that you automatically know this dude got a history of getting things right. And somebody might say, well, Eberflus had a history of getting things right. No, but Eberflus was unwilling to change. He showed us that this year. I don't need a guy who's settled in. I need some establishment. Now I don't know if y'all saw it or not. I know y'all have, but Law, I think it was Law. Law put out that video of Leonard and side by side with Schottenheimer. He'll say one thing and Leonard kind of says the other thing. And it was actually kind of eerie to hear how similar they sound. And it kind of let you know, okay, the Cowboys kind of already, it's kind of like right now, remember like what I said earlier, the Senior Bowl and the East-West Shrine game, that's two different bowl games. That's coming up before February get here. Look, the defense coordinator be in place. So they put out their list of 3 guys who on there, and Leonard was one of them, along with the other dude from Minnesota, which is fine. I don't care. Get somebody who Shotty is familiar with. We tried the Jerry's way. They wanted Eberflus. You see where we at in defense. It's nothing to talk about. Let Shotty go ahead and say, okay, this is my guy. I think I can work with him best. Go ahead and get the man the keys. Let him do the thing, and let's get the ball rolling. Because Leonard, if it's Leonard or if it's Flores or if it's the other guy from Minnesota, they know who and what type they need on the defensive line. They know what they need on the linebacker. They know what they need on the third levels in the secondary. I need that in place. Get it done. All of them can coach. But, I don't know who's had – I know Leonard has had experience in running the defense, at least on the collegiate level. You got to get this right, because this is not a one-year thing. I'm tired of these one-year rentals for defensive coordinators. I'm tired of that. Give me somebody that's going – and I understand the most success you have, guys can kind of leave. I get all that. But you need to go ahead thinking this guy going to be with Shot at least for 2 years. 2 years, maybe even 3. And there ain't no guarantee in that. But I'm just saying, you got to get this thing right. This is the time. You have to get this decision right. It's important. So whoever fit that description, LandLord, that's who I want. I ain't really just messed up about that. I would love a veteran guy, but so far it ain't look like we're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I take one of these guys that they're talking about now. That's multiple, know what he's doing, has experience in calling plays, knows what he's doing. That's who I want.
And listen, speaking of defense, because they always say that defense wins championships. This is the Dallas Cowboys playoff defense, since 2016. You're 25th. You're one of the worst playoff defenses in the damn league. In Dak Prescott's time here. You're the 25th ranked playoff defense. So it goes beyond just them fixing the defense and taking it into the playoffs. Dan Quinn did that. You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn defense was good enough to get to the postseason, but it had flaws so glaring that when you got there, they were easily exploited. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about an architect of a defense, and I know that I said what we need to do to just get back to the playoffs. When we get to the playoffs, I want to actually win too, though. Like, there's going to have to be a defense that is built with a little bit of substance. I know we had this conversation, like you can win with turnovers, but you're going to also need to be able to stop the run at least. Like, you could be a sort of a bad passing defense. But if you're good enough to get your hands on the ball from time to time and you're, able to stop the run, at least consistently, you might be able to do something, dog.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need, and I think that that's a place where the talent level is good enough, at least on the line. I ain't saying that we can run right now. You still need to add some pieces, but when you get a Quinn Williams and a Kenny Clark playing together, um, that makes for the lack of safety that the Cowboys have done. When you got talent like that, kind of overrides bad decisions, they can make up for it. So the run part, obviously, we improved when Quentin came here and teamed up with Olsen and Kenny Clark. So that part, I think we're on a real good track. You just need to add some more pieces in the linebacker position. You still gonna need another edge that can get it done, but you add it to a solid foundation as far as run defense goes. That's where free agents and possibly the draft come into play. So we good on that part. We got to shoot up this secondary. So we ain't got nothing back there. I mean, that's my opinion. We don't have nothing for real, and I think that we need to be looking at. I ain't got time, like I said before. I'm tired of practice squad. Walt Disney World free agents. Peanut butter. I'm tired of that. Give me somebody that know how to play the game from the quarterback position that people got to respect, and let's roll. They may not be all pro. Give me somebody that is respectable, and I just don't trust me. Yeah, it's okay to get a first round quarterback in the draft, but I don't trust rookie quarterbacks. I mean, everybody ain't Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't like that. Some dudes have to pay the price. I ain't got time to be experimenting to see if you can play. I need a guy that can play. That's all I want.
Land, you ain't saying that in a second, man. You then kidnapped you or you Gucci?
Land gone.
Yeah, they done took Land out, man. God damn. They done went away from
They got my brother. They got my brother.
Man.
No, I'm still here. I had to stuff. What the question was?
Man, I'm just asking. I was just checking on you. You had went dark for a second, man. I didn't know if them bad ligaments came back to hunt you. They spin about them ligaments.
Yeah, they do. I got to deal with them though. We good.
Let me know if I gotta call him in again, man.
I got you. I'm gonna send a signal. I'm gonna send a bat signal to you.
Yeah, they said you got abducted by Martians, man. They said they just took you out.
Nah, that was just Wimby stopped by here. We good.
He negotiated the price of the new knee.
They saying Wimby, they thought it was an alien abduction. Nah, we good.
Oh, Jesus, get me straight.
Man, crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, let y'all guys know, man. I appreciate y'all letting me in. I'm gonna get ready. My son get ready to get loose on this basketball court.
Man, plug your channel, man. Plug your channel before you get out of here.
All right, Big Time Show on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I'm everywhere. Just look for the Big Time Show. Most of you guys already know who I am. For those that don't, go into the channel and subscribe. I might come a little bit later today, just maybe a little bit later today. Come on, holler at me, see what I'm talking about. Appreciate y'all guys.
Hey, Big Time, make sure you tell him Uncle Lance said he got to do a triple-double today. We got it.
He got 2 games. He got 2 games today. He plays AE ball with his team. They got a game in less than 30 minutes. And then he plays with his school team, and they got a game at 1 o'clock. He went to work last week. I left 2 weeks ago. That's the last time they're coming out Christmas break. Man, 23 points, 7 assists, I think he had about 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. He got loose on him. I said, okay.
Oh, he going crazy.
I said, yeah. I put him on if y'all follow my personal page, I got a few highlights on. He's going to be 11 years old. When you playing AU ball, you playing the best around the country. We was in Dallas last week, there, and man, the learning experience. He playing against some of the best, guys in the country at his age group. So, it's nice. You know what I'm saying? It's really nice to see how he progressed playing. So we're to see what he got to say today. I'm very anxious to see what he gonna do today.
Already, good luck to him.
Yeah.
All right,
wish you luck for me, man. Wish you luck for me as well.
All right, brother. Y'all take it easy, man.
You do the same,
All right.
brother.
All right.
So, Land.
Yo.
What did you think about the press conference anyway?
You mean the press conference?
Don't do that.
Bars.
No. That was a Gucci Man level bar. You got to come better.
He hating.
But nah, what did you feel about the conference? Like, were there anything that you took away from that was very telling, or what? What did you take away from seeing that press conference? I don't think we ever actually talked about it.
We did, but the stuff that was said, we saying it's not valid.
Like, you talking about what Jerry was saying?
What Jerry said, yeah, we say that's not valid, and I feel the same way. But it was said, so shit. Ain't nobody finna stand in my face and tell me I did something I ain't do. I'm sorry. I would have gave you a facial expression or something. Shot have stood there, stone faced as hell, and just took it. So hey, it is what it is.
If it's the plan behind closed door, you go with the plan. Like I said, like we feel that Jerry Jones is lying because it's fucking Jerry Jones. You know what I mean? Like, we feel like this nigga lied about everything. But we also feel that way because of what was reported prior. Like, nobody feels that Jerry Jones got out there and told the truth. Not Calvin Watkins, not Fish. Nobody believed that Jerry Jones told the truth because of what was reported by James Slater, weeks in advance. You know what I mean? Like, nobody believed Jerry Jones on that. But we all are educated people here. Like, we read 48 Laws of Power. And one of them laws, I forget the number because my attention span is like that of a gnat. But one of them laws is to never, outshine the master.
Outshine the master.
So, like, you got, like, that's the thing. Like, I don't be upset about shit like that because there's more Game of Thrones, theatrics and shit that go on in Dallas than anywhere else in the world. Like, you don't last long in Dallas being a righteous, righteous coach that come out and just forward and up front with the fans on shit. Like, you got to play the fucking game. So
in Dallas, you gonna get treated that righteous, upstanding coach gonna be dead like Ned Stark. Your ass getting smoked before the season, first season, and it ain't even gonna be a season finale. Like that, they just gonna take you out.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. And listen, Shotty want to keep his head where it's supposed to be. Because Ned was all Ned was trying to do was be a good friend. That nigga ain't want nothing to do with that shit. That nigga went over there to help his partner. Because his partner said, I trust you, I love you more than I love my own brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's what that man told him. And he went over there to try to help that nigga. And now he done got packed up. Y'all done watched the rest of the way. His sons and shit done got packed up. Like, the shit crazy. But the point being, that's what Shotty is right now. Shotty is trying not to be a pack. We were just smoking on evil flus. He ain't trying to be in the blood mix.
But you gotta think about this though. At what point does your integrity kick in? Because I understand you trying to keep your job and not trying to be a pack, but at some point in time, it has to be a threshold to where you like, okay, I just gotta do it. Whatever happened, gotta happen after this.
You seen Black Panther? What that nigga daddy told him? He said,
what he said?
He said, you are a good man. But it is hard for a good man to be king. You gonna
That's
have to
deep.
do some scrupulous shit in order to be a king, man. Niggas got to get packed up that might not deserve it, but you got to send examples. Like there's some gangster shit and some underhanded conniving shit that got to go on to be in a position of power anywhere in the world, whether it be a king, a CEO, a VP. If you got any level of power, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty at some point. Like, Shotty got to get his hands dirty. So listen, he in position to get his hands dirty right now. But you gotta hope in taking these bullets and taking this slander, and maybe go and get something you really believe in. You're gonna have to hope and pray that it's for in the end it's for the better good. Because I believe that's why most people last in Dallas more than 1 year. You gave some kind of concession to be up there with the devil. And that's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, in this sense, is the devil. You're going to have to give him something in return for the power that he bestowed upon you. Jason Garrett gave both his nuts. That's why he was here for 10 years. Like, you could say Big Mike walked away with at least one of them bitches. He got one nut intact, but Jerry got one of them bitches. He was here for 5. We gonna see what Shotty's willing to give up. Shotty might give up his whole lower half to Jerry.
That's what I'm saying. Mike gave up a lot, but he reached his boiling point after a while.
So we gonna see what is the boiling point for Brian Schottenheimer. And in the end, though, like Shotty, like we said, Mike gave up some shit, but he did some shit for the greater good too. Like if he didn't make these concessions and he ain't tell this lie to get in here, he said and tell him he did this and did that, would he have been in position to draft CeeDee Lamb? That was a great thing that happened for this, for this team, drafting CeeDee Lamb, and drafting, whatchamacallit. But
Trayvon did. In the same draft, we might need that level draft to flip this around in 1 year.
Mm-hmm. So
we need a Trey and CD type draft again, and that shit is rare as hell.
So question: if that happens this year for the defense, if all the conniving and all the letting Jerry, rewrite history and shit, if that leads to them fixing the defense from input that Shotty gives, like or the input that Shotty guy gives, because they say that he's driving the ship and trying to get to DC. If it leads,
Jerry also said that the player personnel don't pick the players too. So go ahead.
Yeah. That's what he said. Now we're gonna have a.
I'm just telling you what the man said.
So we're gonna have to have a long conversation about Margie Smith for Schoonmaker then, because we said Will McClay was fucking up, or somebody said that Jerry was interfering. Like, who are these picks? Who do I got to?
Somebody got to take the blame because Mike didn't want Margie Smith.
So that's why I asked, like, how much? You remember when I told you about an unreliable narrator?
Yeah.
Jerry Jones is unreliable as a motherfucker.
Yeah, when your source start talking out the side of his neck, now his credibility goes to the center. So yeah.
So how much?
That's true.
So how much are we giving Jerry Jones? If a nigga's a known liar, why do I not think that you lying to me right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, your credibility is sort of shit.
If a person told you they gonna give you $1 million tomorrow, and then they also said that they can fly, and you know what I'm saying, they live in a volcano, how you gonna trust what they said?
Hell nah. But if that money hit and I see the nigga fly off after he hand me the money, I will assume that he's flying out to the volcano. You know what I mean? Like, if two of the things happen and I don't see the third one, I will give you the benefit of the doubt for the third one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 2 out of 3 is a damn good deal.
Yeah. So that's why I come with it, man. Cause like Jerry said some shit but then there's some shit that done happened beforehand while he was here that sort of undermines some of the shit that he say. Like player personnel, supposedly pick everybody, but you drop footage of going against Mike McCarthy when he wanted to guard, and y'all niggas overrode him.
Literally, and that hurt the team tremendously too.
Mm-hmm. But we'll be in a better position with Bergeron than having Monty Smith.
And I bet you any kind of money Bergeron will still be on this team.
Yeah. Didn't Bergeron make an All-Pro selection?
I don't know.
Let me see. What was Bergeron? Atlanta.
And then we wouldn't have had that out of spite pick with Schoonmaker.
You're right.
I think Mike got him out of spite. Like, goddamn it, I'm gonna pick somebody.
Let me see. Let me see what Matthew Bergeron. He only 25 years old still. He was young as fuck coming out then. Because he been in this. That was like 2-3 years ago. Second round pick, 38 overall. He done started 34 games. I don't see that he's an All-Pro, but it looked like that he's a starter at least. So they gotta count for something.
Yeah, he would have still been starting on his team.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't even draft the book. You wouldn't even need the Booker, would you?
Nah, like if you had Bergeron here still, that's a need fulfilled. Because he would have came in. So remember, we still had Zach Martin. So he could have came in, got tutored. Matter of fact, he may be better having Zach Martin as a big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like who was over there showing him how to be a guard in Atlanta?
He would have ran that guy right up on the Zach Wayne too.
Mm-hmm. I damn sure agree with that, man. I damn sure agree with that. Because he would have made it happen.
They probably told Mike, nigga, we ain't finna drop no guard just so you can throw the ball, nigga. Screw that.
They were hating on Mike.
If we drop a guard, nigga, you gotta run the ball. Mike was like, all right, never mind.
Like,
He said, nah, you know what? Just go ahead. Do what you do.
Yeah, do what you want. Hey, your boy is going to get his 5th-year option exercise, too. This is off subject. I'm talking about Bryce.
Oh, yeah, as they should. Who they got to play in the playoffs?
The Rams. Well, it's a home game. The Rams got to come to Carolina.
Didn't Carolina beat them already?
Yeah, they upset them.
They should get their ass whooped this time, but who knows? We'll see.
Who knows?
When that game is? It's tomorrow, right?
Let me see. I don't know what the games today are. I think it might be today. Let me see.
NFC usually play on Sunday, don't it?
No, this is the first game. They play at 3:30 today.
Damn, I want to see that.
And then the Packers play the Bears tonight. So the AFC games are tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to be torn in.
No, matter of fact, there's only one AFC game on tomorrow. What the fuck?
So it got to be one on today.
No. There's three games tomorrow. That's what it is. There's 2 games today. There are 3 games tomorrow for some weird reason. And then there's a game on Monday. So that's how they split it up.
They always want to be extra, bro. Monday didn't used to be no playoff day, did it?
I don't know. I don't recall.
I don't think so, bro. That seems to be Saturday and Sunday.
Did we get smacked up by Green Bay on a Friday or a Saturday?
It was the weekend. That's all I remember. I blocked that time of my life out of my head.
I was so distressed.
Bro, listen. I just want to say that before we continue. This is, I swear to God, I was so sure that we were finna win that game. I literally was like, damn, I was scrambling about to go to Dallas to go to the game. And I was like, damn, instead of doing all this, I'll just go next week. Mm-hmm. I was convinced that we were finna win that game and then play again in Dallas the next week. I was like, man, you know what? I ain't even gonna do it. I'm gonna just go next week. I had started pushing the ball. The ball started rolling to do this shit the next week.
Mm-hmm. I remember this conversation. I definitely remember this conversation. And them niggas went out there and got decapitated.
When them gay ass Eagles play?
Tomorrow. They play
Morning
tomorrow.
game.
It's a fuck you game. It's at 3:30 tomorrow. The first game tomorrow is Bill Jaguars at noon.
Jaguars been so. It must be nice to be having a successful season and be under the radar like that.
Cause they done won like 11 or 12 games and nobody's talking about them.
Nobody's talking about the Jaguars all year.
You ain't heard shit about the Jaguars since the draft because they went and got old buddy. Listen, these niggas won 13 games, bro.
Damn.
The fucking Jaguars? They are 13-4.
Wow.
The motherfucking Jaguars.
Bro, if the Cowboys would have won 13 games, that shit would have been all over the world.
Pandemonium, nigga. Pandemonium.
Nobody, I swear to God, I didn't know that. I knew they had a good year because I noticed it. I'm like, bro, the Jaguars actually been doing good because, you know, I always felt like trouble was like a time bomb waiting to happen, a ticking time bomb, just waiting to happen. After you beat the shit out of my team, I got a newfound respect for you. So when he destroyed Bama, I'm like, that nigga raw. So I'm waiting on him to just be raw, and it never happened. So now he's coming up his own, look like.
Damn.
It's his first real winning season, right?
He had winning season before because they went to the playoffs. Remember
I'm talking about a real winning season, like. Because I think they stumbled into the playoffs like maybe a 9-win team or some shit.
It was something like that. They won a division, though.
Yeah, their division was ass, though. They had Tennessee and who else?
Yeah, Tennessee, Houston, Indianapolis.
Yeah, Houston was bad back then, too. And Indianapolis. Yeah, all their ass was bad.
Yeah, remember,
I don't even think CJ got there yet, did it?
I don't think so. That was like 2020. It was the year that they beat us. It was like 2022. And I had warned everybody about that game, and nobody listened to me. And they came all the way back and won that motherfucker.
That shit was crazy on the last second interception.
Yep, pick 6 for no goddamn reason. Just because your wide receiver hands are for decoration.
Damn, they said with no help from Travis Hunter, that nigga been gone all year too, ain't
he? Yeah, he been hurt all year. Then you know, whatchamacallit turned into a pumpkin.
Who? Brian Thomas. He ain't never recovered what he did with the rest of the season.
Looked like a hole. They went and traded for a wide receiver from the Raiders, remember?
Wow. They should have kept Cameron Ridley. On my life. They should have kept Ridley. I hate Ridley went over there and went for the money. What kind of season he had?
Calvin Ridley? Let me see.
Yeah.
A shitty one, I think. But let me see.
I mean, he went to Tennessee. He went out to the bag. He got a big bag, though. I feel him because he ain't never get a chance to get no contract.
This nigga had 303 yards and no touchdowns.
Really?
Yep. He probably got hurt. Wow. That what that sound like. Yeah, he only played in 7 games. He got hurt.
And then you playing with a rookie quarterback, too.
See, the year before, he went for 1,017 yards.
He went crazy when he came back to me. The Jags should have kept him.
He had 1,016 yards and 8 touchdowns. But I think the Jaguars were ass last year. I think the Jaguars were god awful. They had to be because they fired their fucking coach.
You remember we were seeing glimpses of him, though, like, damn, really looking good. Last year, we were like, damn, we should have signed Ridley. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Listen, Calvin Ridley would have been way better than what the fuck we put on the field. Last year, hell yeah. Hell yeah. He would have been way better than what the fuck we put on the field in 2024. Because the ghost of Brandon Cooks ain't shit.
Ain't a goddamn thing. Then we had Michael Gallup.
Man, was Michael Gallup here for real? That seems like a fever dream. 2024, was Michael Gallup here?
Maybe not in 2024, was it?
I think he retired. He might have retired. And it came out of retirement. I don't remember. But I pray that Michael Gallup's doing all right. Well, we definitely could have used a wide receiver like that. Good morning to Max, too, in the building, man. He said we need a cornerback, a safety, monster defensive end. That's some shit we can probably... Listen, I'm not saying that it's just simple or the easiest thing in the world, but we can definitely address some of this shit in free agency, bro. I'm not saying that you're going to get the god of pass rushers and no shit like that.
Safety should be.
Yeah. Who are the safeties on the open market? Thank you, B-Bird. You're right. Michael Gallup was gone. Michael Gallup last year in Dallas was 2023. But yeah, there should be some safeties on the open market. Because I know we want Caleb Downs, but the odds of that nigga falling to us at 12 is... It's kind of hard to see a nigga that good just falling. It happens all the time because of his position. But if Caleb Downs is there at 12, that has to be the pick. You got to run up there, turn the card in, and then run away like you just hit a lick. You got to run away like you just robbed a nigga bareface. That's what you got to do if he's there on the board at 12.
How many teams above us need a safety? Or is he so good it ain't gonna matter?
He's that good it shouldn't matter. Like he's going to be an All-Pro at the NFL level. He's going to be an All-Pro at the NFL level. That is funny. He said Justin Simmons incentive number 1. Why did nobody ever kick the tires on Justin Simmons? What's wrong with Justin Simmons that nobody is giving him an opportunity despite him? He's older, but Kevin Byard just had an All-Pro season at the same age. I think Kevin Byard might even be a year older.
They don't like that nigga.
Yeah, this nigga made 4 All-Pro teams. So I'm trying to see what's wrong with Kevin with this man right now. Can he not run no more? I gotta watch this film from 2024. Alright, they saying that he ranked as the 113th safety out of 171 in 2024. So maybe his 2024 season was that bad. Maybe his 2024 season was that bad, but who knows? I don't want to take. Kyle Hamilton fell off. Kyle Hamilton made the All-Pro team this year, bro. Like the Ravens as a whole fell off. Kyle Hamilton was first team All-Pro. Matter of fact, let me pull up the All-Pro teams to show y'all. Because there's a lot of niggas on there. Like he made the All-Pro team this year, I think. Hold on. Oh, also, this is important because it affects our whatchamacallit. If Green Bay loses and Carolina wins, our pick is number 19 overall. If they both lose, our pick is number 20. But if Green Bay loses and Carolina wins, our pick is number 19. If Green Bay loses and Carolina loses, our pick is number 20. If Green Bay wins, the lowest it could possibly be is pick number 25.
Dang.
So, yeah. Got to hope that Green Bay is one and done. I'm going to put it in the show. Hold on. I'm going to just put it in the show. Shout out to Nick Harris, too, because I found it on this nigga page. Salute to B Bird, too, with the $5 super chat on my end. He said, look for Cowboys to add veterans via trades rather than free agency. Cooks, Gilmore, Hanks, Pickens, Williams, and Clark were acquired by trades. And listen, to his point, because you got Gilmore for a 5th-round pick. You got Cooks for a 5th-round pick. the Dallas Cowboys currently have 3 fifth-round picks. So, that's a damn good thought, man. And I would not have came to that conclusion without you, man. So that's why y'all got to go follow B Bird over there. Because he always be putting... Go ahead.
I'm finna go get that damn what that man named Decker costume.
You said Decker?
Mike Dicker.
Oh, Mike Dicker. Mike Dicker the kicker?
No, nigga, the legendary coach.
Oh, Ditka. Ditka. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what the fuck you're talking about. Apparently. But yes. You know, he used to be a Cowboy for a very short time. You know that, right?
I did.
Yeah, he used to be a Dallas Cowboy for a very short time. He was like a tight end over here with us. But this is the scenario I was just talking about. Green Bay lose. Carolina win. Pick 19. Green Bay lose. Carolina lose. Pick number 20. Green Bay win. Don't know. But the lowest it could possibly be is 25. So, for the
how
love
was
of
that
God,
so if they what if they won the Super Bowl? How was that the lowest it could be?
the lowest it could possibly be, like for us, like the lowest it could possibly be is 25. Because they're going to be to be determined. But if they lose the next round, it'll be pick 25.
Oh, okay.
Like they talk about lowest possibility in like for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because 32 is bigger than 25, so it's not like numerically it's not lower. Know what they talking about? So like 20, like it could be up to 32. They win the Super Bowl, but for us, like the lower pick is 25. Just like the lower pick between 25 and 1 is 1. You know?
Yeah, they shouldn't have did that, but I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see why that would be confusing. Like I swear to God, I understand what you mean. But yeah, that's the scenario right there for that. So I need y'all to be Ben Johnson fans. I need Caleb Williams to look like Dak Prescott to get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm finna go find one of them Mike Dicker mustaches and everything. I'm finna go buy me some khaki pants.
Hey, bear down. What them niggas say? Bear down. Bear down, dog.
I'm finna watch the game over my cousin's house. He's a diehard Bears fan. I'm all in.
Hell yeah. Because this is for the good of the nation right here, man. Like, nothing good. Listen, and I love Trayvon Diggs, but I need every, slanderous thing they said about that nigga to be true today. I need him to be burnt toast. I need him to give up touchdowns every play. Love you, Trey. You can revitalize your image next year. Blame it on the knee. Give up about 3 touchdowns for me today.
Trey, if you were real one, you would look out for your homeboys. Because I know you went to Green Bay, but you got a team full of partners over here in Dallas. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real now. Let's keep it a buck. Hey, look out for your partners now.
Man, that shit funny as hell. Like, well, he over there with Micah now, dog. So, he over there with Micah. He with his homeboy. They damn near might be gay, but
damn.
But nah,
man, you can't be saying stuff like that, sir.
You're right. I'm just talking shit. They just close,
even though it might be true. But
hold on, man. I was just talking shit.
See, the difference between me and you is my face isn't on here. Somebody could be holding me at gunpoint to say these things. Who knows?
They could be AI.
Yes, I could be a spirit talking to y'all from the afterlife. For all y'all know, you don't know.
They could be Allen Iverson, the real AI.
Exactly. I could be crossing a nigga over right now. Who knows?
He said it's gonna be cold as fuck, wintry mix. Oh, we get a snow playoff game. My boy said what it's going to take for us to get over the hump. A good free agency. A good draft. The Dallas Cowboys, retaining the services of George Pickens. A good hire defensive coordinator with a good scheme that puts the players in positions to be successful. Being able to stop the run in the playoffs. Being able to get turnovers in the playoffs. Being able to run the football in the playoffs. Like all
My
the things.
sentiments exactly.
All the things we failed to do. There's so many games where your running backs were held under 60 yards combined in the postseason. There's so many games where the Dallas Cowboys and gave up 2-something on the ground, 170, 140, and 3 rushing touchdowns. Like, all the things that you don't do in the postseason, you should, like, if you're able to do that, you'll win. Like, if you're able to run the ball, you're able to stop the run, you hold teams to under 30, the offense gets out to a fast start, all these different things, if they happen, you'll win some playoff games.
I got a question for y'all. It's off subject, but okay. Which one was the most surprising outcome? The Dallas Cowboys not making the playoffs, or the Detroit Lions not making the playoffs?
The Detroit Lions not making the playoffs.
That's kind of wild, right? Because I'm looking at the Bears and the Packers like, wow, like, I would have picked Detroit over both of them teams.
That's how you know shit can change in the offseason. Because the Bears weren't a playoff team last year. And, that's why I said it was more surprising for Detroit not to make the playoffs, because they went 15-2 last year. Detroit was 15-2 and the 1 seed in the NFC last year. The Dallas Cowboys did not make the playoff last year either. So
do you see how hard it is to sustain great levels of play like that?
Yes, it is. Hold on. With the 5-piece, Corey said that's a lot, but we gonna get it done. I mean, yeah, because listen, if because I ain't gonna say it's a lot, because you currently can run the football right now, right? We all can agree that Dallas Cowboys can run the football with the way the line is set up. We're in agreement with that, Lynn?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you were a bad secondary, but you were stopping the run for the most part. You were like a top 2 or 3 team in run defense the second half of the season, correct?
True.
All right, so those 2 things, you just need to take that into the playoffs. Now, if you can fix your passing defense, you get you another pass rusher, some better secondary players. You don't have to be the best passing defense in the world. You just can't be one-play touchdown, artists. You just can't be that this year. You can't be give up a 3rd and 20 ass defense. You get teams in 3rd and long, get out the field. You get a couple turnovers. Like, you just need to be a middling pass. If you're a middling passing defense, a very good run defense, and you're a good rushing offense, you'll win games next year. You'll get to the postseason, and if you play that brand of football to where you try and jump out the leads and you force them to put the ball in the air to where you get more chances to take the ball away yourself, like, good things can happen at that point. But you have
when you think about it,
mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You good?
When you think about it, you remember when I expressed to the world my hatred for Detroit. When LandLord hates you, nothing good will happen for you. Okay, I am one of God's favorite children. I promise you. He loves me. Okay, and He's gonna destroy you. Detroit they was in shambles after that. Screw y'all. I told y'all, they the biggest op. They the top op now.
They been the top op because they hoe ass niggas. Like, them nigga hoes. Them nigga hoes. They do whole shit they do whole shit just to be hoes. Like, they knowingly do whole shit. LandLord, hey, Corey finna sing you something, Lo.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, my guy. Salute.
Salute to Corey. Salute to Queso, Nigel. And to Queso
Salute
point,
to everybody still rocking, man. How long we been on this show? He ain't had me working like a Hebrew slave. 2 hours. Look at him. He ain't on. Hey, you a terrible supervisor.
Listen, we only got 2 more
I
hours
give
to
you
go,
the title because you running the show. You the host. So hey, you the supervisor right now.
Listen, we only got 2 more hours, landlord. It's gonna be all right.
Shit. Nigga, I'm finna fake it in. I'm finna pull a Trayvon, nigga. My back hurt.
See, this is the beautiful thing about it, landlord. If your back hurt, that means you definitely ain't got nowhere else to be. So you might as well just lay your ass down there and keep talking.
Nah, see, my back hurt, so I fell and hit my back and then bumped my head, so I'm concussed too. So I can't be just talking all day. I gotta go.
Yes, you can, because you talking now.
Yeah, it's for a limited time only. It's just like all them old commercials. Everything was a limited time only. They was
everything
like
must go. You go there a year later, you got the same shit.
For a limited time only, you can get this for 80% off. Like, why would you even tell us it's 80% off? Why you just ain't changed the price then? Shit.
But listen, y'all.
80% off. Like, you crazy.
Hey, Corey just hit you on the super chat, said, my guys, appreciate you, Corey.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, what y'all know about them panhandling negotiations? them panhandling negotiations be funny as hell. He started out, give me 300. He's like, hell no. Nah. He be like, but I'll take 100. Like, God dang.
All right, you got the whole 200 off that shit, huh?
Bro, no lie, somebody just did be like that. When I was in Miami, I was trying to valet park. I pulled up on one, that nigga said 200. I said, no, I'm good. I pulled off. Then another dude said, give me 300. I said, oh, hell no. I started about to pull off. He said, I'll take 100, bro. I'll take 100. he got that shit down $200 quick. You gotta show them that you're willing to go. You gotta show them you're willing to drive away, my nigga. They'll get right.
We don't need you, nigga. Like, this is not something I need to live. And remember, y'all, salute to Corey. But what is our mantra here? If you pay, we will stay. So you want the show to continue because LandLord is running out of steam. So I need y'all to hit LandLord. I need y'all to hit LandLord Cash App. I need y'all to hit LandLord Super Chat. I've
been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah, we need to rejuvenate LandLord. So hit his account, hit my account, hit the share, hit the like. You know, slap the fuck out Jerry Jones and Shotty. Cause you know
that might not make you do a backward flip when you're exhausted.
Man, listen, LandLord did a whole backward flip and he threw an orange. He turned to an orange. I did my
best Joe Milton impression on y'all.
Yeah, so if y'all want to shake LandLord back from the verge of death, hit the Cash App for LandLord. Hit the Super Chat, man. We gotta get him right. We gotta get him right. The LandLord be trying to dip.
Look at hand snitching again. What's he at? LandLord be trying to dip.
Hey.
I be sending messages in the back chat like, hey man, like, hey, nigga. I got like 2 minutes left, nigga.
He said, he be hitting me like, what you finna do?
that nigga, he ain't be leaving me on red like. Hey, bro, I need to leave in a minute. That nigga don't even look at the shit. Nope.
I like shit. He like what you finna do, nigga? The show.
That nigga holding me hostage, so low key.
Man, but yeah, hit LandLord's Cash App and Super Chat, and then after what you got left over, you can send to me. We trying to stay on the show a little bit longer, but you know, LandLord, we trying to escape. So let's ease LandLord mind and show him that we appreciate him. You know, not dealing ligaments on a Saturday.
Hey, John, you know I'm the best orange chucker this side of the Mississippi, sir.
Hell yeah, he a orange chucking, back flipping Negro. Orange chucking, back flipping Negro.
Orange chucker, it's crazy.
He said, I'm back in Texas and got my pimp hand set to slap them both. Yeah, you got to slap the fuck out Shotty and because listen, we can't blame you, Evil Flus no more. He gone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all put all the dope in his car. He gone now. So that boy won't never see the light of day again.
That nigga doing 25 to life. Like doing 25 to life right the fuck now. So listen, since he's dead, the only niggas left is to blame Jerry and Shotty. And if this new defensive coordinator is bad, you can blame Shotty, because Shotty hired him. He said, Shane said, I see what LandLord did a head chef. $100 a park. I go park at Walmart.
Yeah, Miami is a crazy place. That's why you don't go often.
You go every other year. Every other year.
You go to Miami often, you're a rich man. And crazy. You won't be rich for long though.
You a rich man, you a crazy man, or you're both. They said he hit you on your end with a 20 piece. Just keep it. He said, y'all split this. Like, listen, you two send this money in over a month. We ain't gonna remember this shit in 30 days. So
I'm gonna send it to him though, Corey. I'm gonna do what the man asks. I'm gonna send him $10. I appreciate you.
Nah, he good.
I'm gonna do what the man asks.
They respect your time enough. We're gonna stay a little bit longer though. We got hit with a 20.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm rejuvenated.
He rejuvenated. He back at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the yeah. Yeah, with the yeah. So, man, we talk about things that need to happen. But listen, I'm gonna get messy since we got this 20 piece. We're gonna talk about something you like.
Let's do it.
What would have to happen for Shotty to be gone next year? Let's talk about all the good shit. We talking about, oh man, if this happened, we could be a playoff team. All right, let's say this nigga missed the playoffs next year.
He gone. In my book,
yeah,
he would be dead to me. I'm like, bruh, shit. Y'all think I be trolling now? I ain't even serious talking shit about him. I would be dead ass then. Like, it'll be for real. Like, I'd be like, nigga, I'd be ready to battle anybody who talking differently. No lie. Like, I literally just be trolling right now. Because it annoys me that don't nobody blame him for shit. So that's why I just overcompensate for it. But next year, if it's a year like this again, shit.
Because
I'm gonna be on that bitch saying, shoot Shotty, fire Shotty, get his ass up out of here.
It's gonna be shoot Shotty. That's what I said I would say if he didn't get Flus out this bitch. I said they go from flushing Flus to shooting Shotty. So, and I'll be 1,000% real with you. If we miss the playoffs this year, there is absolutely nothing, that we can say to defend Shotty. Because you would have had time to select a new defensive coordinator. You got 2 first-round picks that you can put on the defense. You can create over $100 million in cap space, so you can talk them niggas into coming in here and getting some guys in free agency to go on the defense too, right? Yes. So, also Nigel hit you with a 5-piece. He said you have to hang out in Miami Gardens. The Mint and Tootsie's is all you need. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go check them out next time I go.
Real
Appreciate
shit.
you, Nigel.
Hell yeah. See, they want us on here.
Yeah, they do. I'm back. I'm focused.
Yes, sir, Ski. And I'll say this though, you got an entire off season. This is year 2 in your program. You're handpicking the DC. You got picks to put on the defense. You'll have enough money to go shopping in free agency to address the defense. So if this team ain't fixed, and you're not a playoff team, there is nothing. You had a mulligan this year. It was reported that the nigga with the worst defense ever, you ain't had nothing to do with him allegedly. All right, if this defense is bad this year, you got everything to do with it.
Listen, I want you to understand this. These are possible scenarios that nobody's talking about. Okay? What if Shotty's offense is not as spectacular as it was this year? After a year worth of tape is out on them, I pray it's not possible because I feel like our offensive talent is so great that it shouldn't matter. But, hey, these defensive coordinators get paid a shit ton of money. A hell of a lot more than I do to figure it out. So, listen, it's a possibility that the league kind of catch up to whatever Shotty doing. And on top of that, you got to bank on your defense being great right now. So here, to be honest, I think you being a little too harsh on them.
What you mean?
Because this will be year one in a new defense. What's the likelihood of that shit working out the way you saying?
It worked with Dan Quinn.
That was a special situation.
All right, it worked over there with Al Harris and whatchamacallit.
Al ain't the defensive coordinator.
I said Al Harris and whatchamacallit. Like their defense got better with the addition of Al and the new DC. Like, it's not the best defense in the world, but they lead the entire NFL in turnovers.
I'm about to say it could be luck too, because that's what how Washington was last year. Their defense was good in 1 year.
They weren't good. They were still the 31st ranked defense last year.
Oh, so it was just the offense. Okay, my bad.
It was just the offense. You're good. You're good. I'm just saying, like, we seen other teams' defense get real serious football guys on that side of the ball. You know, have a good free agency and some good draft picks, and they right back being, you know, quality defenses. You know what I mean? So I'm not giving them niggas that excuse. I'm not giving niggas that excuse. I seen Dan Quinn change his entire scheme. He changed his entire coaching philosophy to suit the players we had here, get the best out them niggas. You know, and they did get Michael Parsons in the first round, right? That's a great start. But them niggas didn't even know that Michael Parsons could rush the passer. They got lucky. That's some shit that Dan Quinn decided to do. Like, he had watched Michael. You know what? You could fill in for DeMarcus Lawrence. I feel like you could rush the passer. And they ain't looked back ever since. You know what I'm saying? So
it only happened because D-Law got hurt.
Exactly. People forget about that. That was not their plan.
That could have started some tension between them two when you think about it. Because Michael probably looking like, nigga, I'm better than you. I took your job. You know what I'm saying? Michael might have said something crazy like that. Who knows? It's speculation. So, you know. But I can see that happening.
Me too.
That might have been the origin story of their disagreements.
And to his point, he said, what if Jerry don't bring back Pickens? And Pickens does help the run game. Because you don't see no single high safety looks at all. We run against all kind of light boxes because niggas trying to double team Pickens and, you know, Cloud to CD Lamb, all kind of exotic shit.
Facts.
Like, niggas is not trying to stop Javonte Williams.
They got too high. They is not studying that run game right now.
So, you right. If GP is not back, that completely changes the way the defenses play you. Completely. So this good ass play action game and run game we got, it might not be as effective with GP not here. So that is a valid question. But I'm still not giving niggas none of that. Because guess what? You can have the conversation with Jerry Jones like, listen, man. Because in a GP lead, there's other wide receivers in the, on the free agency market.
Yeah, you might not be as good, but you still should be able to field a good offense.
Like, if you lose this nigga, go get the boy from the Giants that just had 1,000 yards. Go get Alec Pierce, the big X receiver for the Colts. Do something. You know, I ain't accepting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't accepting
no regression from his offense.
No, because Mike McCarthy's offense didn't regress.
I want y'all to see this though. I want y'all to hear this. We expecting no regression from the offense, and we expecting top tier progression from the defense. Because hey y'all, listen, man, listen. I don't know how likely this is. I know y'all don't want to hear this. Not from me, not from nobody, but the chances don't sound great. Now I said the same thing about Washington in their first year. They defied all the odds, but it wasn't real. That's the only thing.
I'll say this. You're supposed to actually get better year one to year two offensively because you're just now in the scheme. Remember, like, Shotty was not calling plays when he was here with Mike. You were supposed to get better within the scheme and the system within the second year because you're more comfortable with it. You're supposed to be building on what you have. So year one is just year one. It's installing everything else. You are just adding new plays and new wrinkles and shit, upgrading your repertoire and, you know, fine-tuning, you know, the basics year two in an offense. So it's not like you're starting from the ground up. You're building on and adding on. You're supposed to get better year two in an offensive scheme, especially when you have a veteran quarterback.
I kind of view it similar to the a sophomore slump for a quarterback. Because, like, they got a year worth of tape on you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you seen how Ryan kept trying to keep that mystery alive all the beginning of the first year, remember? I'm so vanilla. I'm not showing nobody nothing because he knows once those millionaire defensive coordinators get a hold to that shit, it's going to get more difficult. But, like, at the same time, if you really one of those guys and you got that sauce, you supposed to have counters for this. So, okay, boom. Not only are you scouting the defense, you should be scouting yourself. What do I tend to do in these situations? Oh, I usually do a slant right here. Okay, let's add a slant and go. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we usually do a toss right here. Okay, let's add a play action deep ball. Like, you got to have counters off of what your tendencies is. You got to figure out what you tend to do. You got to do some self-scouting and figure out counters for these defenses because that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be trying to figure out what you did effectively and stop it. So now you got to be able to play off of those tendencies that you established. So it's still really no excuse to be bad, but I'm just saying I don't know if he'll still be as good. You should still be good, but I don't know if you're going to be as good.
I agree. But don't you think that's what they're planning? Like, that's sort of why you expect the offense to be better in the second year. Self-scouting. Because you got months before you got to premiere this offense again. They got niggas out here stealing plays. They got niggas doing self-scouting. They got guys adding wrinkles. They add formations. You know, you get new personnel in the off season. So, like, that's why you usually expect the offense. I understand a quarterback, you know, having a sophomore slump, but you know that's a singular person. Like, you can confuse a young quarterback because they haven't seen a lot of football. Like, folks know your tendencies, your weaknesses, yada 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 yada. But when you're talking about offensive football and building on what you did a year prior, like that, you know, that is a prerequisite, the self-scouting and the stealing of plays and adding personnel and being more multiple and showing new looks and stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why you expect that jump. Now, we're going to have to see how effective they are in doing it, right? Because I know for a fact that they do it, but we're going to have to see how effective that is. So I understand where you're coming from, why it might not be a huge jump or something, but there should be a jump, especially when you have the personnel that we have. If you got an all-pro quarterback, an all-pro wide receiver, two of them bitches now, matter of fact, a good offensive line, like, you should be able to overcome that shit. And who to say that we don't get an upgrade at the running back position? Like, Javonte Williams good, but what if the Dallas Cowboys are able to get a game changer at the running back position? Like, and I'm not even talking about spending a first-round pick for it. Like your guy that went to Tampa Bay, he was a 5th-round pick. He a 3-down back. He a game-changing back.
Baker Irvin is dope, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So who to say that we don't get an upgrade at the running back position to set this shit off next year? And
what? And that'll be the 4th-round pick? That what you thinking?
Possibly. Especially if they don't like the niggas they got right now.
I don't see them doing nothing on offense with them picks, bro, to be honest with you. Other than a tackle, I think they'll do tackle. If it's a can't-miss tackle at the top of the draft, buckle up your seatbelt. Call Carson and get ready for your seatbelt to get buckled because them niggas might draft him. But anything other than that, like you said, you don't see no running back that could be that high. And then a tight end, they love Fur. They just paid them. They don't wanna. They not real niggas, so they wouldn't do that. So any other offensive player, I just don't see it. Unless Jordan Tyson's just sitting there like a blinking light. Because what they would do, say for instance, Jordan Tyson sitting there, and they just have no choice but to turn the card in. All right, what they could do is run with Jordan Tyson for a couple of years, or sign Pickens and let, like, you know what I'm saying? Let them overlap each other.
It's possible.
Yeah. And you can have Jordan Tyson in that CeeDee Lamb role. Just a young rookie with no obligations, just going crazy.
Mm-hmm. And you'll fuck around and have 3,000-yard receivers.
That'll be crazy.
And then they still won't give Dak Prescott MVP because he got too many weapons.
In that situation, though, it's no way they signing Jordan, though.
It'll be some crazy shit like they have to have signed George early and didn't know that Jordan Tyson was a possibility.
Facts. That's the only way we'll be able to keep both.
But they'll have to go in and get the deal done early, not drag it out and shit. Get that shit out the way so they can have the money for free agency and just haphazardly fall into Jordan Tyson. Like that would have to be what it happened.
Don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I'm really interested in seeing what's going to happen in this draft. Because, like, they diabolical, bro. And you know we don't draft to build, we draft to replace. So don't be surprised.
We should be surprised by anything these Negroes do. Hold on, what did I do with my phone?
I'm telling you right now, quarterback is not off the table. Wide receivers not off the table. Tackles not off the table. What else? Them three positions right there, them hoes are not off the table. Do not think I am not crazy. I'm telling you. If the right situation occurs, they will draft them positions in a heartbeat.
Now, I agree with you. Because, listen, they love cutting corners. They love saving money. They love, getting bang for your buck deals and shit. That's why they always be doing this bullshit. So you're right. If a motherfucker fall and they feel like there's a good value there, they will go out there and get them. Maybe a quarterback, a tackle, another wide receiver. Like, nigga, they might try to slide CeeDee Lamb out before you know it.
That's what I'm telling you. What if Mendoza's sitting there and they absolutely in love with him?
Do you really believe Mendoza is not going to be the first overall pick after what you've seen?
I'm just saying, bro. Stranger things that happen. Shout out to Will, Mike, and 11.
Man, he said shout out to Will, Mike, and 11.
I'm just saying. Hawkins High. You might have the best wide receiver ever coming out of Hawkins High. Who knows?
Are you from the upside down?
Yep.
Shit. He said, I'm not flipping CeeDee Lamb. Listen, I'm not saying I would flip CeeDee Lamb. We talking about your front office. You can't trust a madman. You cannot trust a madman. These folks are sociopaths. Steven said,
we basically just going down the possibilities of nefariousness your front office might indulge in. That's all we doing.
Because remember, Steven, like he said at the press conference, he said, man, CeeDee Lamb was not the plan. But when CeeDee Lamb is sitting there, you draft CeeDee Lamb.
Facts. Now, if you want to take that literal, you could have said, okay, if Jordan Tyson now, you know what I'm saying? We know he's not talking literal, but if you want to take it like that, hey, that's up to you.
Mm-hmm. That is true as fuck. Now, let me see. You said, what's up, JV? Just hear me out. You quit in the playoffs, 2024, I heard. Drop problem, 2026, he's going to be rejuvenated. Because now he know. Now, listen, I think CeeDee Lamb going to be fine this year. But I also don't even think that you have a way to get outside of that man's contract at this point. You know what I mean? I don't think that you have a way to even get out of his contract just yet. It'll still be like a year or two away before you can move CeeDee Lamb. Because remember, Amari Cooper had to play on that deal that he signed for 2 years before the Dallas Cowboys were able to move him. So I still think that there's time that we had to have CD Lamb and GP together. We keep GP. Yeah, he said, can we package Ferguson and Steele for a second? Hell no. That would mean people want them niggas that bad. They don't want them niggas that
do
bad.
that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, in order to make a trade, both parties would have to agree to it. We would agree to it, and them niggas would hang up the phone on us, calling about some goddamn Jake Ferguson and Terrence Steele. And said, hey, taking CD led us to taking Trey next. Sometimes you just need to not overthink this shit. I agree, DP. Like, sometimes, and listen, you need to be in position to be able to draft the best player. I know that the shit did not end up working, but we felt very good about this team going to the offseason. We had signed Gerald McCoy, nigga. We ain't never had went and got a defensive tackle that good on the open market. It just he got hurt. He just had got hurt and never played for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had did some decent things in free agency. They had went and got what was that nigga that used to rush the passer for the Vikings?
For the Vikings?
Remember, we had got him in free agency in 2020. Hold on. Let me just do this. Dallas Cowboys 2020 free agency. They had got some decent names in 2020. Let me see. Everson Griffin, that's who it was.
Oh, yeah. Shout out DP, man. I ain't seen DP in a little minute.
Yeah, salute the DP. Like, nigga, listen to the names that we signed. Clinton Dix, because that sounded like an okay safety that we had got. We got Everson Griffin.
I don't even think he played for real either. He got hurt too.
No, he didn't play for us. Let's see. Let me just go through these names. Clinton Dix, Andy Dalton. Yeah, Andy Dalton. We went and got Gerald McCoy. Dallas Cowboys had we felt like we had a good free agency class.
Hey man.
What's up?
Led better just came with some compelling ass shit, bro. The Cowboys would never ever do that, but boy, that'll be insane. He said sign Pickens and trade CD for 2 firsts. You might be able to get 2 firsts for CD.
Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's CD Lamb. If you can get 2 firsts for Michael, you can get 2 firsts for CD.
Sir. Shit.
But LandLord, you'll be right back where you didn't want to be in 2024.
That's 2 firsts, though.
All right, and they could be what? Lottery picks.
You can sign Jordan Tyson.
You can sign Jordan
Tyson this year.
Jordan Tyson's supposed to be a top 5 pick. I want y'all to remember that. We were talking about, just if he was there. I don't believe he'll be there because this nigga supposed to go top 5. So unless you're trading with the team that has the ability to give you a top 5 pick, you're not getting Jordan Tyson.
Okay. Damn, that sounds good though.
Yeah, you can get Jordan Tyson. You got a top 5 pick. Other than that, then no, you're not getting Jordan Tyson. You may not be able to get Cornell Tate, big ass. Because this is not a big wide receiver class. Like you got two niggas that are sure first round picks. Denzel Boston, who's also a big wide receiver, but he ain't the same kind of nigga. He might be a late first, early second round pick, but I don't put him on the same ilk as the other two. So like, I understand what you're saying. Like it's enticing to get 2 first round picks.
This something I want people to understand though. When you doing a trade, it gotta sting, bro. It's not gonna feel great. Like you're not finessing nobody to that degree, bro. You're not.
Nigga,
so when you get it gotta hurt. Go ahead.
Somebody traded you Khair Elam. You talk about trade got a sting.
I'm talking about real trades, nigga. What we gave up to get him.
A pack of Skittles, nigga.
So it's not real. I'm talking about real
I
trades.
wanted them Skittles, nigga.
Well, you should have said something, nigga.
I did. I said, I love this flavor.
Was it the purple pack? If it was the purple pack, I'm with you.
Well, yeah, it was the purple pack.
Ah, shit. I ain't trading it.
I think I was hurt. I shed tears. I shed real tears, nigga. No, for real though. I know what you mean though, nigga. I'm just playing.
Yeah, he got to stand.
I know what you mean. And you're right. Anything of substantial value is gonna hurt. Cause nigga, me and you almost stopped being friends behind the Michael Parsons trade.
Yeah, I was talking crazy hell to him. I had to turn him up. No, I had to turn him back up. He was off his rocker for a minute.
Like, nigga, what the fuck you mean we done traded Mike?
I said, nigga, you giving up, nigga? What? I gave that nigga like the most epic motivational speech ever. That nigga head was crashing out, boy. I wish y'all could have heard that shit. That was crazy.
This is crazy motherfucker. That's why some conversations gotta happen outside the ending.
Y'all would have, they would have been walking away like landlord and he ain't beefing. Like they just don't know. We just crazy. We talk like this sometimes.
All the goddamn time. You gotta tell niggas real sometime though, man.
Yeah, you gotta keep it real. I got them. I was like, hey man, what the fuck you got? What you mean? Like that shit was crazy. That nigga head said the sky has fallen, nigga. It's not falling, it has failed.
Nigga, it's over with. It's on top of us right now. I don't know how we still talking. Like, it's a fail, nigga. You said, imagine Dak on Indy or the Jags. Nigga, oh, lose my shit.
Especially not the Jags. They gonna stick with Trevor till he die. They're not giving up on Trevor yet.
If they lose in the first round, though, I'm just gonna tell you this. Because he didn't make an all-pro team. He wasn't in an MVP race. He's just like, you can get you a nigga. Cause listen, like, would that not be similar to what the Rams did, getting Matthew Stafford and replacing him with Jared Goff?
Yeah. Because
he may be older, but he a little bit colder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that Jared Goff was bad, because he's still like a Pro Bowl level quarterback right to this day. But that nigga ain't no fucking Matthew Stafford.
What I just had to tell you, it gotta sting, and it's gonna be risky. If you doing some big shit, it's gotta sting and be risky.
You said wonder where Cam will transfer to though. Cam who? I said Cleveland will give you 3 and every quarterback on the roster. What about trading Dak for the first overall to draft Mendoza? Because you need more than one first.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm not saying, because I think Dak is like the first overall pick though, man. That's hard to say, because like a first round pick wouldn't be enough, but would the very first pick be enough?
Straight up for Dak?
Like straight up, it's like the first overall pick for Dak Prescott.
I feel like I got to get something back.
Oh, yeah, big Cam Coleman from Auburn. I heard he was meeting with Alabama.
I heard he might be coming to Bama, too.
I'm interested to see that. I mean, y'all got
that
money.
nigga calling Bama, that'll be crazy.
Y'all have him and whatchamacallit, right?
We still got a slew of receivers. Is Jerm coming out?
Yeah, Jerm coming out.
I think Jerm gonna be a great player, bro, on the low. Like, it ain't that flashy about him, but I guarantee you, he gonna end up just a very, very productive ass player. He might be like an Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, you just can't put your finger on why he's successful, but he gonna be successful as hell. Watch what I tell you.
Dak, Cleveland first round pick, and Myles Garrett. They're gonna want more for Myles Garrett. Like Myles, I don't know. Like, I don't think that would be enough.
They wouldn't do it straight up.
And then they giving us a first round pick too. They wouldn't do that. We'll have to do like a pick swap. You know, we might have to give them a second. I don't know, bro. I don't think that'll happen like that. But we are
Why
gonna
y'all
actually.
be so in y'all feelings about the trade with Dak, bro? And we know he has a trade clause. We know this. But in these situations that we talking about, he would lift it. Cause guess what? If the Dallas Cowboys literally verbalize to him that they don't want him and they trying to move forward, Dak Prescott will literally lift that shit with no problem.
You're like, I don't want y'all niggas either.
He probably badly here as it is. So think about that. Like, do you think that this is just the best life he can live in Dallas? Like, well, that could go somewhere else and flourish, like instantly.
Damn, he asked the question that we weren't supposed to talk about. So let's talk about this shit real quick.
Mm.
Picking straight up for Crosby, would you do it?
Damn, I gotta go. I'ma holler at y'all. My damn phone about to die. Damn, B Bird. Right? It's crazy how it lined up perfectly. Like, I'm just playing. Shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's just keep it real. Yes.
I would. Yes.
Yeah, straight up because, dog.
Keep that shit on the low though.
I'll tell you this though. I would have to target another wide receiver with one of these picks if that happened. But I ain't gonna need Bailey or none of them other niggas. I can go to free agency and get a cornerback, a linebacker. So if we trading George Pickens straight up, in a tag and trade scenario, if I could get one of these other wide receivers, then yes. But Max Crosby, that nigga though. Listen. Let's be real. Player for player, who's better, Max Crosby or George Pickens? Because I'm gonna check y'all temperature to see if y'all gonna lie or not. Who's a better player for their career, Max Crosby or George Pickens? I just want to hear from y'all. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
I'm with y'all on not going back, but it might be another way, y'all. It might be. We still ain't going back because we gonna make sure that wide receiver position is filled.
I'll also ask you this question: would you rather lose George Pickens for absolutely nothing, or would you rather lose George Pickens for Max Crosby? Because there's a scenario where the Dallas Cowboys fuck this up. You know that, right?
This is very true.
Max not even 30 yet, so I ain't gonna say that, man. Oh, Max is like 28 years old. You know what I mean? Max is 28. So if a scenario goes through, Jerry Jones, bad faith, negotiating ass, fucked this up just like he fucked it up with Michael Parsons. He just did it last year. With the same agent. So let's say that Jerry Jones fucked this shit up so bad that you got to let him walk or trade him. I'm trading this nigga for Max Crosby and not blinking. You know what I mean? Now, if George Pickens want to be here, this is a different conversation. If George Pickens said, I'm a Dallas Cowboy for life, and he want to sign here long term, we keeping George Pickens. But in a scenario where Jared done fucked it up, and we got to move this nigga, then to give me something for him. If we got to lose George Pickens, give me something for George Pickens. If we can't work it out. That's just real. But you just seen this nigga fuck up the Michael Parsons shit. Michael Parsons was here for years. There was no inklings in anybody's mind that Michael Parsons would not be a Dallas Cowboy for life. No inkling that they would not get this deal done. Or at least not that Michael Parsons wouldn't at least play his first extension in Dallas. Nobody thought that. So it's not beyond the realm of thinking that Jerry could fuck up the George Pickens talks and you got to move him. That's all I'm saying. Hell yeah, Max can do that. And remember, you already got a D-line. Hear me out, because you just think about Max by himself. Imagine your front four with Max Crosby, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, and Donovan Ezeraku in year 2. Does that not sound like a gangster-ass defensive line? LandLord, does that not sound like a gangster-ass defensive line with Max Crosby, Quentin Williams right beside his gangster ass, Kenny Clark, and then Donovan Izaraku after he had his peanut butter and steroids. Does that not sound like a gangster ass defensive line? It does. Like, that's a gangster ass defensive line right there. An all-pro pass rusher, an all-pro defensive tackle, a former Pro Bowl defensive tackle, and a dude that just had 15 sacks, at the collegiate level, not even a full year ago. Like, that's a gangster ass defensive line. Matter of fact, I need y'all to illustrate that shit. Put that shit in the chat box. Put Max Crosby. I want y'all to see that shit on paper. Max Crosby, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Donovan Izaraku. They look at that shit. They said, who played cornerback? We can get you a corner. Can I interest you in Tariq Woolen? Can I interest you in Jamel Dean? And listen, since you're trading George Pickens straight up for Max Crosby, you still got your 2 first-round picks. You'll get the 2 best corners in the draft. You get one of the best corners in the draft. You can say Mansour Delane. You can say Mansour Delane and healthy Siobhan Revel. You can say Avion Terrell and healthy Siobhan Revel. You can say Mansour Delane and Tariq Woolen. Because you can still sign somebody in free agency. Like, that shit is possible. But the prospect of having the best defensive line in the NFL, I might be able to get you over the hump. Because what did the Giants have when they won their 2 Super Bowls? They had the most gangster defensive line that you ever saw. They could realistically rush 4 and drop 7 in the coverage, and that shit would work. The shit that Eberflus was doing, it didn't work because you ain't had no goddamn gangsters on that defensive line like that. You ain't had no real edges that demanded double teams and shit. But if you put Max Crosby right beside Quentin Williams, they whooping ass in both the passing game and the running game. You ain't doing shit against that D-line. And then if you upgrade your secondary,
Nathaniel.
Yeah, then you upgrade your secondary on top of that. Nah, that's too gangster. Like, you gotta at least consider it. This is also a very good question by Rogue X right here. Salute to Donald Holmes in the building too, man, for the cash app. I appreciate you for helping keep the lights on inside the liquor store, man.
Salute, my brother.
Salute. That's love right there, man. It's an awesome work. I appreciate that. But we do got to ask this question too from Rogue X. Would you? Because if we trade George Pickens, right? Let's say, because in this scenario we traded George Pickens straight up for Max Crosby, right? We just said straight up for straight up. Would you let Ryan Flournoy be your number 2, or would you go out and get you another wide receiver?
I'm going to give me another wide receiver.
That's fair.
I like Flournoy, but that sounds too close to going back. So this is what I want y'all to know. Even though I'm willing to do that, I'm still not going back. So I'm giving some tender love and care to this situation. Like, I'm gonna make sure I take care of the wide receiver too. Like, I'm not gonna give you no little bullshit at 2. I'm still gonna make sure I dedicate some premium capital to get me a dope ass number 2.
Alec Pierce. Like, that's a good name. Let's go to Alec Pierce. Same kind of wide receiver. That was the
first guy I named.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. That's a good name. They'll be on the open market. Because you'll have to pay Alec Pierce, but you won't have to pay him George Pickens money. You know what I mean? You'll have to pay what the boy with the Giants that we like that run the good ass routes, 1,000 yards this year?
Wendell.
Yeah, you have to pay Wendell Robinson, But you ain't
I'm
got
telling
pay.
you straight up, he's not an option for me.
Like, listen, that nigga cold though.
He is, but he's too little for me.
See, this the thing. You've let Brandon Cooks scorn you. That's what happened. You let Brandon
It
Cooks
sounds
scorn
too
you.
close to going back, bro. It sounds too close to going back to me. No.
What was your boy out of Houston that you loved?
That Tank Dell.
All right. So if you had Healthy Tank Dell, you wouldn't take Healthy Tank Dell.
Tank a little different, bro. You ain't seen a many niggas that was that explosive like that.
Man, listen to me. One Dell is faster, and he's slightly bigger.
He ain't as explosive as him.
That man run a 4.3.
That don't mean explosiveness and fast is two different things.
Yeah, you seen One Dell run them routes, nigga?
He ain't like Tank, bro. He ain't like Tank. I hate Tank ain't proved me right because he had a crazy ass life, but that nigga wrong, bro.
Got
That
shot,
man have been through everything. Shit.
Like, goddamn.
Can he catch a break? God damn. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I enjoyed Tank Dell tape more than I enjoyed Bucket Irvin tape. And Bucket Irvin, both of their tapes was like fun as hell to watch. I had a great time watching their tape.
Yeah, that nigga was hard though out of Houston. Cause you schooled me on this tape. I went back and watched that nigga. That nigga was hard coming out of Houston. I ain't gonna lie.
That nigga was doing everything.
But I'm just saying, like, my point being, like, man, like, if you're a great wide receiver, like, that size shit don't matter. Like, I understand that Brandon Cooks, was a flying body catcher by the time that he got here.
I'm scoring. No more locked doors.
that's where it's at. But listen, I feel you. I like having a big ass target. I can just put the ball up. They ain't got to be 100% accurate. They go up and they make a play. Like, that shit is a great luxury. Yeah, that's a good luxury. Niggas can go out there and head top niggas and all kind of shit. But
think about this. Think about how many times Dak threw the ball in Pickens' way in desperation, and you got a great result.
Yeah.
That shit happened all year. It happened all year.
He's done that. He's done that plenty of times. So I'm not saying that I don't understand why you don't want to go to a smaller wide receiver. But man, if that nigga a gangster like that, if they can be 1,000-yard wide receiver over here and make plays and be explosive and shit, like I would give the niggas a flyer.
To be honest, bro, I know I got PTSD because that's my mentality on any other position. If he a football player, he a football player. I like him. But in receiver, I'm a little, nah. I'm not going back.
Brandon Cooks done fucked it up for everybody. You see that?
Yeah, he did. He did. Not going back. I'll take a short receiver as a 3, but not a 2. That's my problem. As a 3, you cool. Not my 2. Hell no.
He said the only reasonable option if Pickens walks is Jordan Tyson. Kind of remind me of Pickens when he was coming out of Georgia. The size just ain't there. Like, I know what they list Jordan Tyson at, but he is not that big. And when he comes to the combine, he is going to be about 6 feet even. Like, Jordan Tyson is not that big. He be making plays. He played bigger than he is, but that nigga about 6 foot and some change. He's 6 foot, not a full 6'1". And I'm damn near willing to bet like $2 because I'm broke as fuck. I'm damn near willing to bet $2 that he measures that at the combine. Like 6 foot and 3/4 inches or some shit. But I like Jordan Tyson. He's great. I just think Jordan Tyson ends up going in the top 5. You still with me, Land? Or did you get kidnapped again?
I'm here. I was about to
Okay.
say, if you held my feet to the fire and made me just say, okay, Pickens is not an option. Alec
Mhm.
Pierce would be my second person I want.
All right. What if Alec Pierce is not an option? Who was you looking for after that? Let's say the first two names that we want. 'Cause we want George Pickens to be here. And if we can't get George Pickens, we want Alec Pierce. But let's say that them niggas is all gone.
Who I gotta know who available.
Let's look. NFL free agents 2026. And then we'll filter out for the wide receivers. So let's see. That's Spo Track right there. I can use Spo Track and filter for wide receivers. Hold on. No, I don't need all positions, bitch. I just need wide receivers. Because Landlord said he said we ain't going back. So let me tell you.
We ain't going back, bro. I'm gonna take care of that too. I'm not gonna give you no Flournoy. And there's no distance to Flournoy, but I want a sure thing down there.
I got our answer. I
Who?
got our answer. Noah Brown.
Bye. I would have slammed something on the table and said, "We not going back," and walked straight out of the meeting. We not going back. What Kamala at? We not going back.
Romeo Dobbs.
No. He good, but he ain't my cup of tea. He ain't good enough.
Ooh, you tough crowd. Okay, let me get serious though. Hollywood Brown.
No. Too old.
Christian Kirk.
No. Too hurt.
Mike Evans. You still there? Yeah, my nigga going in and out. Like his shit done froze. Like they trying to delete Landlord. Look at that shit. They trying to delete my nigga. Hold on. His shit done faded away. He was finna say some shit. He was finna say some shit so profound they had to stop Landlord. Hold on now. I crash out with y'all. They brought back Noah Brown. Y'all know I'm bullshitting. You're back. You're back.
That was fighting words right there. Yeah, that
What
was
I had said.
Noah Brown. You crazy.
Did you hear the Oh. What about Mike Evans? Damn, they just took my nigga all the way out. Now Xavier Worthy on a rookie contract, so these are all free agents we looking at. I think Drake London got an extension as well. What's up?
He old, but I might rock with Mike Evans. I don't know. That's Mike motherfucking Evans.
Yeah, you got he one of the motherfuckers that got a middle name that's motherfucker.
Yeah, his middle name is motherfucker. So he one of them. So I don't know. I might take Mike. Him and Dak could be crazy.
If you got anything left in the tank, yeah, I see why George Pickens gonna get his money because there ain't nobody else out here.
That's why we not going back.
I'll give you a piece of bubble gum and John Mechie. This is the best I can do.
Nah, I'm good. We not going back, y'all. That was a hypothetical situation that would never happen. They ain't gonna trade Max for that. It just ain't gonna happen. But
how you know?
We ain't gonna get put in that situation. How about that?
Why wouldn't we? Let me ask you a question.
I just know we're not.
Nah, hold on. Mike Evans ain't injury prone. He got hurt this year. That man went over 1,000 yards for over a decade. You don't do that by being consistently hurt. He was hurt this year.
He just old. That's the only knock I got on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was hurt this year. I will give you that, but I can't say injury prone when he had 1,000 yards the first 11, 12 years of his career. Consistently
He one of them
niggas. Mm-hmm.
Boy, I would love to sign Kyle Pitts.
Oh yeah, he is a free agent. But guess what? You're never going to get that nigga.
I know. I already told myself that it ain't happening.
He made all pro team this year, by the way. Salute to Kyle Pitts.
He did?
He did.
Wow.
All pro tight end Kyle Pitts, nigga. That's how you refer
Everybody
to him.
talk crazy about Kyle Pitts all these years. Looks like the draft stuff was right. It just took a little time.
Took a little time, but he had to shine. 928 yards and 5 touchdowns. That sound like a wide receiver down there.
Man.
You know that's top tier for a tight end.
That boy went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
With inconsistent quarterback play too, mind you.
Yes, indeed. Yep,
he figured it out, man. That sounds like he figured it out to me.
Second team All-Pro tight end, Kyle Pitts. Kudos to
They
that
said
nigga.
they got David and shit ready too for free agents.
David and Joke, he is a free agent. And guess what? You're never gonna get it. Not this time. You're never gonna get it. You're never
I hope he
gonna
don't get it.
Hey.
He ain't old day ass nigga. I hope he don't get it. He said, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. I hope he don't get it.
Hope he don't get it.
That was the most hateration ass comment ever.
Man. And you gotta think about it. They just paid Jake Ferguson too. Like, boy, they said we got tight ends at home.
them boys, they dust their hands off and said they done. It's over.
Yeah, they're like, that's it. Like, hey, can I interest you in Schoon Maker? This nigga make schoons.
Bruh, why is this man? Oh my God. He shouldn't even be on the team. Is he a free agent too, ain't he?
Who?
This is 4th year, ain't it?
Nigga, that would mean that I kept track of this sorry ass nigga and I did not. So let me look.
You went to the draft with him.
Went with him, nigga. I went with you.
Nah, you with him, nigga. I remember.
That was 2023. So he's not a free agent. 2023, 2024, 2025. This is last year.
Make that his last year.
Yeah, so you ain't got to worry about the man no more. He said Pickens for Drake London and Kyle Pitts. If they do a tag and trade to keep him on the roster, then you could. I don't think they will because they like Drake London.
He the same kind of guy.
Big body.
Just not as good.
Now.
But you don't know really because he ain't had no quarterback.
Hold on now. Cause I think Drake London made an all-pro team. So I can't. Hold on now. Let me double check some of this shit. I think he went for like 1,500 or 1,400 before. We just don't know about it because he played with the fucking Falcons.
They don't care about nothing but booty clubs in Atlanta, bro.
Well, you are right. And I also was mistaken. He didn't make the all-pro team for it, but he did go for 1,271 and 9 touchdowns.
That's basically what Pickens just did, ain't it?
Pickens had more yards.
For the 9 touchdowns.
Pickens got 9 touchdowns.
Damn.
He got 9. And then Pickens had a couple more yards. But it's a similar season, what you're saying. It's a similar season.
Have CD ever got 9 that many touchdowns?
CD Lamb had double-digit touchdowns a couple times, actually.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
That wasn't a knock. I really was curious.
Yeah, because we usually don't have niggas that score a bunch of touchdowns. Because they usually go to the tight ends. But let me get in here and see. CD Lamb. Yeah, he went for 12 touchdowns in 2023. 2022, he had 1,359 and 9 touchdowns. 2023, he had 1,749 and 12 touchdowns.
That boy CD be cooking. Shout out to Jeffrey for the cash out, man. We appreciate you.
Salute to Jeff, man. Holding it down for us, man. helping out, keep the lights on. Because remember, the reason that this has been a 3-hour show is because y'all have been paying. Salute to Jeff on my end as well. Because I have the mantra, man. If you pay, we will stay. If you send money on, we can keep having fun. Until, it gets unreasonable. We on this bitch, 24 hours, I might just have to let LandLord go. It get to a full day, then, I'll let LandLord go.
Nah, I'm about to leave in a minute, nigga. It's 3 hours already.
Land, that's only 3 hours. You got 20 more hours to be on stream.
That's crazy.
Like 20 more hours. Because listen, that's the problem now with these content creators. Y'all want to just get on stream for 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Nigga, why you ain't on here your whole life? Why your whole life ain't on the stream, nigga?
That must say we raising the bar in 2026.
Like, why you gotta
You
leave
don't
the
supposed to
stream?
never get off screen, nigga, ever.
Nigga, you driving to work, you could be on stream. You at work, you can be on stream. You taking the shit, turn the camera off, you can be on stream. Nigga, what you eating lunch? You can eat lunch on stream. Why you gotta get off the stream, nigga? What you got to do is so important you can't be on stream.
Take a shower and on screen, nigga.
On stream.
Close
nigga.
the curtain, nigga. Just close the
Close
curtain.
the curtain. Sleeping, nigga. We gonna start playing rain sounds. We gonna play rain sounds at night, nigga, on the channel. Y'all can go to sleep on this bitch with us, nigga.
Bro, turn this into a white noise channel.
Nigga,
Hell no.
From 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga, we playing white noise and rain sound, nigga. See, Nigel's driving right now. He watching stream while he driving. So why we can't drive and stream, LandLord? That sounds like it's against the law, but still.
It's worse than texting and driving.
Worse than texting and driving. I'm up in this bitch from the wreck trying to put a presentation on this. Hell yeah, nigga, 24/7. He said speed. Oh, those they do for real. They do that for real, like them niggas that be on Twitch and shit. They don't get off. They be on stream for 45,000 hours, nigga. Like, nah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work out.
Like, I'm way too old for that.
You gotta be 17 to do some shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta be 17 or you just don't have a life. You know what I'm saying? Like, or that's your life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna knock it. Cause that shit just not what I was doing. I mean, that shit just.
Bro said I'm an all-pro truck driver.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And see, some of these football players need to be all-pro truck drivers because football is not for them.
Facts.
Well, real shit though. We appreciate y'all for everything y'all do. Like I was gonna hold LandLord hostage, but I actually don't have any more content. We've been on here 3 hours. Like I didn't had everything. Like I didn't unload the clip. So if y'all send a cash out with another topic or a super chat with another topic, we might stay on for a couple more minutes. But I am torturing this nigga a little bit.
I'm shaking my head no. Behind the scenes, you can't see. It's just no, the answer.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. If they got the funds for another 30 minutes, I will stay for another 30 minutes. It depends on what they seeing. If they send the money to make this a 4-hour show, then damn it'll be a 4-hour show. From what I know, LandLord has nowhere to go.
Stop.
I'm just saying. Now we might ease off If there's not a substantial 1 cent in the next 2-3 minutes while we giving these closing arguments, we can go. All right. That sound fair? If nobody hit us with a buzzer beater to change our life, because remember, we had a nigga buy the whole show the other day.
Yeah,
like I renamed the show. So one of those situations, like for real, like what was that man name? It's on there now. Matter of fact, let me go to YouTube and see.
David something.
Yeah, I said it's
David
Dave's.
Sherrera.
Yeah, I said it's Dave's. Dave's drunk nefarious takes. That's what I changed the name to. Now see, Chris done bought you like another minute of time. He said with the $1.99. Said somebody send 200. You good, Ledbetter? I ain't tripping. I appreciate Chris Johnson for keeping us on this motherfucker. Real shit. I appreciate you for the support, man.
Hey man, at the end of the day, we appreciate y'all for being here.
Like it's love for real. But listen,
if you can't help out that way, just hit the like button, hit the share button. It goes a long way. We appreciate y'all.
Matter of fact, let's make sure the likes are good before we get out of here. And I got some homework for y'all. When we end the streams, come back to the video. Once the stream is done with, refresh it or whatever. Come back onto the stream. And then please hit the hype button on LandLord end. And then hit the hype button on my end. When you hype the video up, I think it helps with the algorithm. They're going to push it out. They're going to suggest it to more people. And then more people can find it. So
don't y'all want to see LandLord and ACM grow?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Don't y'all want to see us grow? Hit the like button, hit the share button for the algorithm.
Man, salute to Corey for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you. And Joe, I do remember, I don't know what happened to El Professor. I feel like El Professor like with the cartel or something. That nigga used to come, drop money, chill, and then dip for a little bit, and he spin the block.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check on El Professor.
Hey, y'all seen El Professor? I wonder how bro been doing. But oh, wait. I do got one more thing, then we can get out of here.
What is Corey hit somebody with a $5 super.
Yeah, I put it up there. He hit me on my end with the $5 super.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you, man.
Salute to Corey, man. Salute to my brother. So I do have this one question for you. And it's actually in regards, to the draft, right? I'm getting a little parched, too. I might need to get some water. But we talk about all these positions. What about safety, man? I know niggas be talking about Caleb. I know niggas be talking about Caleb Downs. I don't expect Caleb Downs to be there. But man, why the fuck what the fuck are we gonna do about safety? Because you don't even have Donovan Wilson on the contract. Like, you're gonna have an entirely new starting box safety in this bitch next year, man. So like, what are we doing about safety? Is there anybody worth trading for?
I ain't gonna lie, I really ain't concerned about box safety. I'm really more concerned about free safety, to be honest with you. I feel like box safety is something you can just find on the road somewhere. But a free safety, that's why I think you need to put your resources there.
I'll also say this. Depending on the coverage you play, like some people don't have a true box safety. Some of them have two guys that can cover in the back end. So, like, if your defensive coordinator is trying to do match coverage principles and all this other exotic shit, B. Bird said Minka and a draft pick start next year.
Hell yeah.
As they should.
I forgot. We need to be going out to Minka.
Was Minka good this year?
It don't matter. Miami was terrible.
Or that's just name recognition. Oh, salute to Newhouse too with the $5 super chat. He said this for y'all, Henny and LandLord 24/7 stream. See, nigga, listen, they done came through with like another $20 at this point. So I'm gonna give them just a little bit more time. I know you be trying to escape. I know this, and I understand it. But hear me out, landlord. You tell me what will keep you on the stream, what conversations keep you on the stream another 15 minutes.
Shooting shot at.
Fuck it, let's shoot this nigga. Like, listen, for the bag, he can get had.
No more money. I ain't sending no more money. We shoot shot at him.
Now listen though, let's have an honest conversation about Brian Schottenheimer, right? Because I don't know if it's a shot, but we can critique Brian Schottenheimer for some of the shit that went on, can we not?
Yep.
Now, outside of the Game of Thrones politics shit, because that's always going to be shaking in Dallas, what was something philosophically that you would have changed about Brian Schottenheimer in year one?
Me?
Yes.
I would have had him be better in the red zone.
Fuck yes.
I would have had him be more aggressive on fourth down. What else? I would have wanted him to be a better overseer, man. I feel like there was a lot of leaks in our that shouldn't have been. I see people flipping out, and he allowed Eberflus for too long. He
Like,
should have been separated himself from him.
Like week 4 or 5, huh?
Yeah. He did some of that favoritism shit too, but then nobody gonna talk about that.
Who did he favor? Javonte
and Miles Sanders.
That is true. They did do favoritism with them. Because remember, one of the talking points that we had going into training camp, I didn't look at Javonte Williams like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see it like everybody else. Matter of fact, I don't think many people saw Javonte Williams being good. I think Boss was the only nigga that felt like Javonte Williams was worth a fuck before we actually seen him play and produce.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise.
Like me as well. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, I had a big problem with them not having a fair running back competition between the guys that we had. You know what I mean? Because I didn't feel like Javonte Williams had did enough to sit back and bubble wrap and be anointed the first running back. But the shit ended up working. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why nobody said it.
That's the only reason nobody was gonna say that. Yeah, because it worked.
Yeah, because if this shit had blew up in his face, I think more people would have been on his ass about the shit.
Then because he came out. I'm the biggest Javonte Williams fan. I'm the one that stood on the table for him. He had to say that.
We're like, nigga, it was me. I did it. It was me, nigga.
Give me the credit.
Yeah, like Jared wasn't on shit. It was all me.
But I don't hear them that loud when it's talking about something bad though.
Oh yeah, he be out there talking then like, man, in a football team, you need all three faces of the team to come together and play as one, play complementary football. And why do you do that? Well, you do that because he be doing that. So he say that shit. Why do we do that?
Answer his simple question.
Nigga know we go. He gonna make sure that he interview himself, nigga. Like they ain't gonna ask.
Why am I dodging the question? Because I'm dodging the question because
damn it, I don't want to explain none of this shit to y'all really, but I'm up here.
Why I'm up here? Because of Jerry. You can talk like that
forever. So keep asking yourself questions, man. We gonna get to the bottom of this shit together, man.
If I was him, I would have did my final interview like that because I screwed up the whole season. I'm just asking myself questions until the time run out. But listen, everything you said is all my talking points on what I would change about Shotty going into 2026. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be that bad in the red zone with the weapons that you have. You can't be that
scary on fourth down, knowing your defense is ass. You know, like your situational football gotta be that much better, man.
Don't rely on the defense.
Hell no. Like even if they better, you go win the game. You got that high powered offense. All your money's on the offensive side of the ball. Most of your first round picks is on the offensive side of the ball. Lean on your offense, Shotty. Like, you're not the only one that's seeing these niggas be ass. Like, the world see these niggas as ass. Act accordingly. Also, there was one other question.
Go ahead.
Do you think, because they asked this question, do you think Shotty should give up his play calling duties?
That shit might help, to be honest, but I don't know who else will call plays. Because they say Clay Allen don't do it.
He never called play. He was just an offensive line coach last year, remember? Before we got him from at Arizona, he was an offensive line coach. I don't think he ever been an offensive coordinator at any level before now. And now, you know, of course, Shotty.
So I don't know who would take the place. I don't know who would take the place of him.
We got a former offensive coordinator as an analyst. What's my nigga name? Y'all let me know, because I forget his name every time. But he used to be the quarterback for the U when they won their championship in the early 2000s. He's on our staff right now. He used to work with Josh Allen and some other people. What's his name? Y'all let me know in the chat box. Y'all let me know in the chat box. We got a former offensive coordinator working as an offensive analyst for us, or passing game coordinators or some shit. Fuck. I just gotta Google it. Hold on. Cause this shit gonna bother me if I don't look into it. Cause he one of the niggas that's been doing a lot. Ken Dorsey, shit. There we go. Our passing game specialist, Ken Dorsey. Thank you, man. Ken Dorsey. If Shotty gave up play calling, it would probably be Ken Dorsey. Because Ken Dorsey did a lot to help in the development of Josh Allen and some other niggas around the league. So, like, I would trust Ken Dorsey to call the plays if Shotty, relieved it. So that would probably what it would have to be. Also, to Corey Point with the $2 super chat, he said, we can't score 30 and lose games. No. If you get to 30, you did enough, honestly. If you gave up 31, like, you should get stoned in the street if you give up 31 points. I'm sorry. Shame, like Game of Thrones. When she had to walk through the street, the church had out of her stupid ass. Cause listen, I ain't actually seen that episode, but I seen that clip so many damn times. I feel like I watched it.
Man, you doing yourself a disservice, sir. Real talk. Like, if we're gonna continue this partnership, you're gonna have to go watch Game of Thrones in its entirety, sir. Thank you.
Listen, I will try. Like, I don't have as much as I had. I'm at like the beginning of season 3.
When I tell you that show is ridiculously epic, it's ridiculous, bro. It don't even make no sense. The GOAT show.
Agree. I've heard, listen, what I've seen of Game of Thrones has been dope. But I be doing so much shit, man. I don't know. Cause it's not like I don't watch TV. It's just like every time I watch TV, I be watching other shit.
Yeah, so you got to get back into it. I'm telling you, that shit worth it. That shit ridiculous.
But I say this though, like now that football,
Battle of the Bastards was crazy.
Now that football is over with, I won't have as much. Like, I'm still be making content, of course, but I don't have to spend time, breaking down teams every week that we're finna play and all this other shit. There's gonna be a downtime, in the off season where there's not a lot going on. I'll watch it in between that point.
Everybody on the chat that didn't seen the show, rate Game of Thrones from 1 to 10. Rate Game of Thrones from 1 to 10. Cause to me, you know, it's the GOAT show.
Now it's better than The Sopranos.
Yes.
That's high. That's high praise. I love The Sopranos.
I've seen The Sopranos twice, so I'm not a noob just saying this. Yes, it's better.
I love The Sopranos. That's my shit.
My boy Corey said 10. Nigel said 7. Ooh-wee. Queso said 10.
Newhouse
JV
said 8.
said 8. I think it's a 10 piece. It's a dime.
Man.
Now, of course, a show that epic, man, I think it's almost impossible to end it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's almost impossible to end it. So you're not gonna be satisfied with the ending. That's what it is. A lot of people when happy about the ending.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people say they were disappointed in the ending, but you know. Now, see, Corey said it's not better than The Sopranos. I think it's about your taste.
Bro, I'm a mob movie savant. I watched Sopranos twice. It is nothing like Game of Thrones, bro.
Welcome to Derry was dope too, though. That was a good little show.
It's a good show. It's a great show, actually. I like it. It's too early to be talking about it though.
Well, being one of the GOAT shows, we're gonna have to see.
It's just one season in.
Yeah, they gonna do some more seasons of shit. If they don't stick the landing on them, you know, you can't say. But that was a damn good season. I'll tell you that much. That was a damn good season of television. Because Pennywise wasn't going for shit.
Walking Dead, I never was able to finish Walking Dead because I got lost where I was and I just never was able to finish it. And to be honest, zombies ain't really my thing, so it's alright.
I used to love Walking Dead, and then it went downhill, dog.
I'm telling y'all, if it's a great show, it's almost impossible to end that shit and satisfactory, like for everybody. Like that shit, it's too much shit going on. Yeah, I love Sopranos. Like, yeah, listen, don't get it twisted. I love Sopranos, but Game of Thrones, it's nothing better. Like, the Red Wedding probably was the most shocking. That shit probably was the most shocking thing ever saw on TV. Like, real talk. The Red Wedding. Then you got shit like when they killed Ned, that was traumatizing. Man, it's so many things that happen in Game of Thrones that'll make your jaw drop. You like, what? What is going on? Like, what? How? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. How is good, a great show, but it's like, you know, I wouldn't say it ain't one of those shows. If we talking, and I'm talking about all the power. The first power was the best to me, but if we talking about those type of shows, Breaking Bad, one of them ones. Like, how I ain't touching Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I
Oz
definitely
was
agree.
ridiculous. Oz was ridiculous. I watched that over. Nobody one of them one.
I need to. You said X-Files. I like Power too, though. We said everybody was snitching on Power, though.
Yellowstone, one of them ones. Shout out to my guy. Hey, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know about Snowfall. I mean about Yellowstone. I ain't say Godfather Harlem because they didn't bring my damn show back. So I'm mad. I'm protesting.
Yeah. All right. So listen, we've been on here almost 4 hours now. we will depart this time, you know. But thank y'all for everything. God is amazing. I will free LandLord from his servitude at this point and let him be free until next time.
God is good.
Because I will summon thee again when needed. Will die, answer thy call.
Everybody be having me on here by gunpoint. Y'all ain't even know it.
It be like
That's
that.
crazy.
All right. Well, I'm going to fuck with you. I'm going to holler at you. And I'm going to get with you. So,
What's
God
your
bless
cousin?
you. Oh, shit. Never look down because the star is up, man. Peace.